Hey, you guys. I probably should have checked my hair before I got on a live stream. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Michaela. I don't know if y'all can hear the water in the background, but my husband's taking a bath. If you hear the water in the background, sorry. Hold on one second, you guys. Hey, everyone. Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
What if Kennedy wakes up?
I hear her. I don't know what that is.
Okay. Well, hopefully she won't. If she does, I just have to.
She still has a bottle on a headset, on a headboard.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Okay, sorry, guys. Sean's taking a bath, so if you hear the water, I'm sorry. Yeah, you know what I was looking at today? This is so off topic of what we're talking about, but somebody said something about my hair. I noticed it's getting like split ends again really bad, so I got to get me some more marula oil. Okay, so there has been, you know, a lot going on, and I want to start off by saying I don't want this to be like, I try not to talk about politics, I try not to talk about religion, because I don't like for, you know, people feel strongly about both of those topics, and people will get heated and disagree, and I can agree to disagree with people that have a different opinion than me. Some people can't do it, it's too hard for them. Some people, so I don't want this to be an argument or anything like that, but obviously this video is going to be about MTV, and they're taking steps that will result in them possibly letting more people go from the network. Let me pull up my channel here so I can read the comments. So I spoke to someone today who is directly linked to MTV. They appear on one of the shows. I can't really say who it is, but I spoke to this person, and they told me that they had to agree to a background check and a social media check. So basically what that means is, now when they started on the, when these people start on the show, they do background checks. But for some of them, it's been years since they've had one, like since the network has done one for them. Like in particular, Teen Mom, like OG, Teen Mom, the one that the second set of girls appear on, it's been years since they ran background checks on those girls. So they're gonna do background checks. They are going through their social medias now, basically to see if they can find anything that is racially insensitive, that could possibly pop up later on down the line and cause a reason for people to be upset and outraged about it. So basically they're looking into this, so they'll find it first and they can go ahead and nip it in the butt. That's what I personally think is happening. I do know there are a few people on the shows that I watch that they're scared. They're scared that they could possibly lose their channel due to this new background check and to the social media check. And I personally, one thing is I do see that a lot of people are upset. I agree. I do agree with that, Kayla. I think there's I don't necessarily agree with Taylor Selfridge being let go. She wasn't a main character, and her comments were years ago, and clearly she changed because she married Corey. Well, she didn't marry Corey, but she lives with Corey. She has a baby with Corey. And I think if the network wants to promote something, it needs to promote people that have changed, people that are accepting. And Taylor has clearly changed. She has a biracial daughter, and she has a biracial stepdaughter. So promoting that is what we need to see that you can change, you know. So I'm kind of blown away by that. Corey, you know, him being a black man, Taylor being a white woman, if that's what the network wants to say that they agree with, and which they should, you know, if that's what was the network wants to put out a strong message saying we disagree with anything, you know, else, like we disagree with people being racist, then they need to show these families. They need to show the families that have biracial children. They need to show the couples that, you know, are in these types of relationships. It could even show, you know, what they go through for them, like what they go through, you know. I personally believe, as far as Taylor, well, I mean, she's, okay, her comment, Taylor's comment was, black men scare me, or something to that effect. And she was, I think she was like 20, like 19 or 20 when she said it. And this is my personal opinion of how I feel that probably what happened to her. And this is part of coming from Corey's, this is part coming from Corey's live stream. You know, I believe Taylor was probably brought up in a predominantly white area. Probably she probably went to a private school, maybe, I don't know that for sure, but she was probably brought up not around a lot of people of color. And obviously it doesn't give her the right to say those words, but you know, parents do teach that. Probably when she got older and she started appearing on these shows and, you know, become friends with people of color, she probably was like, wow, I'm there, why would I ever be scared, you know, why would I ever not speak to you know, someone just because the color of their skin? I definitely think it was something that she said when she was young, when she was uneducated about it, about the situation. Well, I do remember that she said that she was scared that a lot of black people come in the store, and that she was scared to say hey to them because, like, black men scare her. I'm trying to think of what else she said. Can someone else remind me what she said? But if you make a comment like you're scared to say hello to black men, but then you end up living with one and you have a baby with one, I would think you change. That's my personal opinion. I think there's people on the network that said and done worse. And Taylor was not, well, and you know, that can be your opinion, that you think I'm making excuses for her. I'm honestly telling what I think really happened. It was years ago. I know where I come from, a lot of people are raised that way, you know, and it's not okay. And they change over time. And I've seen it a lot. I personally have people that I know very well that changed as they got older, you know, because they made friends with people of color, because they met a guy that was, you know, of color, and they fell in love with that guy, and it made them change, you know. We see, and also Kale says racist things to her kid's father daily. Well, Chris just done a live stream saying that's not true. Did you guys see that? Okay. But like Corey, her father-in-law would be black because Corey's dad is black, you know. I personally, just my opinion, because I've seen it so much in the area that I live. I'm from the South. I'm from Louisiana. And I know people that were raised to be a certain way. And once they got older, they kind of realized that they were raised wrong, you know. So that's what I feel probably happened, because well, Kale took Chris to court for child support, so I don't know how we would be on her payroll. And they fight daily. He even said on his live stream, he said, I just got into it with her today. They fight quite a lot, and there's a restraining order involved. So, and he's had like girlfriends and cheated on her. I don't really think that she would be paying him to stay quiet. And I would have to kind of look at it like this. If I was a person of color, and like my kids, the other parent called me a racial slur, I wouldn't be okay with that, you know, and I don't think I would just defend them. And I'm just speaking my personal opinions, you guys. Like, someone said a while ago, I think you're making excuses for her. I'm definitely not making excuses for her. Obviously, what she said was wrong. Like, you're scared to say hey to a black man? Like, that's pretty ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Saying hey to a black man is not going to, like, there's no different from saying hey to a black man than a white man. So what's the difference, And these topics are so scary to discuss, and because, right, Hoot 3, that's, like, exactly. And I feel like I know people that were too, and I think, and another thing too is if the network is going to hold Taylor accountable for what she said, there's plenty of other people that needs to be held accountable for things that they've done, said. The network can't just be picking and choosing who they want to take off and who they want to kick off and label them as this. Because when you're labeled this, it could ruin you. You could never have another job again because now your name is like tainted. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could ruin you, and I don't think someone deserves to be like completely ruined over, like, if they've changed, if they've changed, obviously, not completely ruined, like, obviously, if this was like a straight up racist person getting on TV spewing hate, obviously they deserve to like, that's done, they're done, see, someone was saying, Kayla, that Taylor Macy's husband Taylor had said something, but I couldn't find it. Every time I went and typed in Taylor, like anything to do with that, it kept popping up Taylor Selfridge. So what did Taylor say? Right, Valerie. And see, just from my, like, watching Taylor Selfridge and seeing her, I just feel like she was probably raised a certain way, but as she grew up and got out on her own, she realized that it wasn't right. She realized that we all bleed red, we're all the same, and started making her own decisions. And she wisened up to did he really? Yeah. Also, too, my only point, I just posted a video about that Tina Stewart. Like 10 minutes ago, I posted a video about David going to jail. Exactly, Candy. For God so loved the world. It didn't say for God so loved, one race of people. So God for loved the world, And, I know some people are not religious, and I understand that. But I'm just confused. To me, I don't think the network is doing the right thing. And it's not because, if they were going to get rid of everybody that's made those type of comments and done things that are frowned upon, are not okay, then I would be saying, okay, they're doing it because they really believe in what they're doing. I don't think they believe in what they're doing. I don't. Look on, okay. It's for, Taylor did not tweet the N-word. He retweeted a tweet with the N-word in it. Most of his offensive comments were toward the... Oh, really? Wow, I didn't know that. Well, David went to jail Thursday and was let out on a... which I don't want to get off on David. I did post a video about that just a few minutes ago. But David went to jail Thursday and was released on a unsecured bond of $1,000. Then Friday when he went to jail, I know for sure she didn't bail him out because they were not well. Spinoff called 30-year-old Grandma Kayla, yeah. So that is where I stand on it. That I spoke to someone directly, and they said we now had to sign some paperwork agreeing to background checks and agreeing to social media checks. So to me, it looks like MTV is probably gonna go through all of this and see if they come up with anything that anybody's posted. in the past, and a lot of, I've been hearing this a lot. I've been hearing a lot. Like, if Taylor was fired, why wasn't Cheyenne fired? I know Taylor's comments were bad. Cheyenne's comments were bad. Like, Cheyenne made a comment about killing white people, which I was like. Also, another thing is the network used the situation with Taylor as a storyline. Like, so they were very much aware, completely aware of what she had said last season. And they set it up for a storyline, and they profited off of this situation. You know, they profited off of it. Like, you don't profit off of this situation and then turn around and fire them. Cheyenne's comments were something to the effect of, I already know I'm not going to be able to watch The Help. I don't want to mess up on saying this, so let me Google it just so I can be sure. She said something about because I hate white people. And then she said, yep, me and my mom watched The Help, and now I want to kill every white person. And then she made a comment about a little white boy said I look like a cat. I wish I could have kicked him in the head or something to that. I'm going to look it up. I'll look up both of their comments because it was bad. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Cheyenne Floyd. Yeah. And also, when
That bath felt so good.
did it?
Oh yeah.
When they let Taylor go, no, when they let Dee go from the challenge, when they let her go, because for Blackout Tuesday, she posted just a black box on her social media account and hashtagged it Black Lives Matter. And then, like, the same day she posted, like, pictures of her in her swimsuit, pictures of her, like, sexy pictures. And people were really like, why are you posting sexy pictures? All you posted was a black box. Like, you're not doing anything. You know, black box doesn't cut it. Like, you have a platform, use it. You're being lazy. You know, like, people started calling her out. And someone was like, someone made a comment that she commented back to. And she said something to the effect of, like, wake the F up. People die every effing day. Which, obviously, with what's going on, you can't, saying that is obviously, you're going to get some crap for that. You know, she did. She got fired from the challenge. Her co-castmates, Bailey and Swaggy, spoke out against her. They spoke out, like, a lot against her, and Swaggy was like, I will air it all out. So I don't really know what he was talking about when he said he would air it all out. But when Dee got arrested from the challenge, Cheyenne retweeted, like, MTV's statement and said, I wish you guys would have felt this way when I was on the show. Which is funny because I'm like, what about your comments? You know? And she was referring to, when she was on the challenge, Johnny Bananas and another guy, I don't remember who it was. If you guys remember, you can post it in the chat. But another guy kept calling Cheyenne Chantel. And she got frustrated and, like, even threatened to leave the house, like the challenge, because they kept calling her Chantel. Now, some people were saying that the reason they were calling her Chantel is because Cheyenne, Chantel, like CH. It wasn't that they were doing it for, like, they weren't doing it in a racial way. It wasn't, like, racially toned. They were just like Shy. Like, it was a name that sounded familiar, like, sounded a lot like hers. That's what some people were saying, and other people were saying, no, come on. Like, Chantel is like a commonly name that, like a black lady would have, so that's why they were saying it, you know. So people, of course, Twitter being the dumpster fire that it is, people were arguing about that as well. So that's what she was saying, is when I was on the challenge, I wish they would have took Johnny Bananas and the other guy calling me Chantel seriously and maybe got rid of them. But I'm like, girl, I personally, this is just my opinion, like, calling someone Chantel versus saying you want to kill someone of the opposite race. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to see if I can find Cheyenne's. Of course, everything that's popping up is Taylor's, which we're going to read hers too. But Cheyenne's was really bad. They were bad. Here, I can move this over. Sean's going to join me.
Just for a second.
Just for a second.
Just want to hang out with you.
Can you look up Cheyenne Floyd racist comments? I think that's how I found it last time, I think. And obviously, no racist comments are okay.
I wish it could be like when we were in the Army, like we all kind of joked about.
You can't joke these days.
Well, I
What are you
know,
talking about?
that's what I'm saying. I wish the world was more like that. Like, we all kind of joked around with each other. Like, all the black guys joke with the white guys, and the white guys joke with the black guys, and we all joke with the Mexicans, but we were all, like, you know, close-knit.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Well,
we were
I
good
think
friends.
today it's because you can't tell, like, if someone's serious or not, or I don't know, you know.
I don't know. I just wish race to me is not, it's irrelevant, you know. I guess for one thing, I don't even believe in like, I believe it's like one race and we all just have different, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Christian, so I believe we all came from Adam and Eve, you know, and I believe it throughout time and, you know, different people living in different regions of the world, you know, our skin kind of adapted to different regions. So I don't even believe that. I mean, ultimately, I believe we all come from the same people.
This is crazy. I'm like pages in and I cannot find.
Yeah, you're probably not gonna find that.
Okay, here it is, I think.
All I see is
I'm
stuff
gonna
about
pull up
Taylor.
Taylor's. You pull up Taylor's and I'll pull up Cheyenne's.
Okay.
No, it's not gonna let me do that. Not now. No, I don't want to do that. Come on.
See, this is somebody else. I don't know. There's so many people that are getting fired right now.
And that my only thing is like, when you fire someone over this, it's one thing if they make like really terrible comments, like David Eason made some really terrible comments. I feel like you really have to evaluate every situation differently. I personally feel like you don't just go in head first and immediately fire them without. Oh, thank you, Night Runner.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Exactly. We all came from the same
Exactly,
two
that's a good way
centers.
of putting it. We all came from the same two centers.
Yeah.
That's the best way of putting it that I've ever heard, probably.
So I do know there's people concerned that they may lose their jobs now over things that people are accusing them of saying, over things that I'm going to be doing a video as well about Brianna and Brianna DeJesus and Brittany. I'll probably shoot it tonight and post it tomorrow, and it has something to do with this whole thing. They're pushing to get a cast member fired, so I'm going to do that video, probably post it tomorrow. But I agree, Valerie. I feel like MTV used to encourage bad behavior, and they still kind of do, but now they're way more quieter about it. Like, MTV loves drama, obviously. They literally set the whole scene up for Taylor and Cheyenne to discuss Taylor's comments that she made a couple years ago. I don't know exactly how long ago it was that she made the comments, but I think she was around 19. I think she's like 22 or 23 now. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really like cancel. Somebody said they don't like cancel culture. Yeah, I don't really like it either. I mean, especially for stuff in the past, because I feel like if you dig up in anybody's past, you're gonna find something that, you know. But if it's something recent and they're just out there spewing hate, then I agree with that. You know, I agree with they don't need to have a platform, or people don't need to sponsor somebody who has terrible ways about themselves. But somebody else said that they said ethnicity is real, and race, different races, is like a social construct, and that's what I believe too. I mean,
You know, I used to be big for Corey and Cheyenne getting back together. I really used to like root for them. But once Taylor come on the show and I started watching her, I really started liking her. I was like, no, I see like the chemistry that her and Corey have as well. She does well with Ryder. So I started liking them as a couple, especially she got pregnant. Like, I feel like that's what we need to be pushing on MTV, like on our TV shows, you know, like they speak about, you know, people not being racist, and you have a family, you know, of a white woman and a black guy that's having their special was pulled, and the special was literally about them bringing in a child together, you know, and I was just like, you at least could have played that, you know, to show like, but Corey and them's gonna play that on their YouTube channel. They're gonna air that Wednesday, I think. I do agree that it was wrong, Kels. Obviously, you know, I agree that it was wrong. But I personally think that she's changed, and I don't know her heart, so I can't say for sure. But just watching her myself, the way she interacts with Cheyenne, the way she interacts with Corey, the way she interacts with Ryder, because Cheyenne, both of her parents are black, you know, and she interacts with Cheyenne fine, and at like her baby shower, you saw that there was people of color there, and I personally think she was taught to be that way when she was growing up, and as she got old enough to realize that it was wrong, that she obviously realized that it was wrong. That's what I think, and I think people can change. I've seen it personally with my own eyes. And I think that's what needs to be promoted, is the fact that people that were once like that, they can change. And I don't know. Well, we don't know how anybody acts in real life, so that's true. Yeah, I think people are very, like, I think the cancel culture is too much. Like, I think when there's somebody that deserves to be canceled, you'll know. Like Mika Stauffer, like they obviously deserve to be canceled. Like,
making stuff. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
the
yeah,
adoption
yeah.
agency,
Oh yeah,
like-
for sure.
and I'm like, I don't know.
She deserves to be put in jail or something. That's
Yeah.
horrible.
Right, that's me too, Brandy. Like, when I first found out about these tweets was when they started talking about it on the show last season, and I was like, "Ooh," she said, "What?" I was like, "Dang!" Then we saw her talk to Cheyenne about it. We saw her say like it was dumb. I said things I shouldn't have said, and Cheyenne was willing to forgive her, and Cheyenne allows her daughter to be around her, and so I just think she grew up, you know, not okay, like being taught this, you know. I mean, I know people that literally were raised that way and they now have biracial kids, and they're so not that way anymore. They're like, my
Yeah.
parents, you know, wouldn't let me date outside my race, and I fell in love with, you know, a person of color, and I realized it was wrong. I guess because I've seen so many people do that.
Like good friends of yours were that way.
Oh yeah,
The twins.
the twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have two really good friends that are twins, and they were raised. They were taught that it was wrong. I mean, their dad was like big against it, like big against it. And when they were in high school, like middle school, they started dating. They started dating, you know, men of color. And they hid it because they were so scared of how their dad would react and their mom. And one time they were at like a football game, and their aunt saw them, and they were like sitting and like holding hands with their, you know, their boyfriends, and their aunts like tattled on them. And it was like a big thing. And now they are married to these men. They have several children, beautiful children by these men. Not the same men they were dating in high school, but you know, they continue to date men of color, and they're married, they have kids, and their parents fully accept it now. Their parents acknowledge that they were wrong. Um, and I see pictures all the time of them hanging out with their parents, you know, and their husbands, you know, side by side with the dad and hand over the shoulder, and you can see that they like love each other now. They're a family, and that's personally what I'm gonna go with. What happened to Taylor? She was just taught the wrong way, and now realizes, and that's what I hope.
You know what's crazy though? It seems like when I was a kid or like teenager, like even early 20s, that like maybe the world wasn't as hateful towards each other back in the day. You know,
Yeah.
there still was racist. There was still racism. You know, you're never gonna get rid of that. There's always gonna be ignorant people. You know. I just went and got some. You could have asked. I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
I'll go get another one. I saw yours over there, so I didn't grab you one. But there's always going to be ignorant people, you know, everywhere you go. But it just seemed like everybody got along a little bit, which everybody kind of gets along fine here where we live for the most part. I don't really know.
Where we live, though, in the area that we live in, a couple years ago, it was frowned upon.
Yeah, for sure. And then it all kind of changed.
It's slowly changing, yeah.
Even back then, though, people got along.
Yeah, people still got along.
You know, you know, one thing that surprised me was like, you know, I've always lived in the South, but I've gone up north and I've dealt with people from up north. And one thing that kind of surprised me was it seemed like there was more division between people up north. Where like
I've heard that a lot. Like
where
people are rude up north.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They're rude and like they're more divided versus like down here. You know, everybody kind of lives together. Everybody talks. Everybody talks. You hold the door open for
what? You done that up north one time, and the person like looked at you funny.
Yeah,
right?
Like I hold the door open for anybody walking behind me. I don't care if it's a white woman, black woman, white man, black man. If there's a man or a woman walking behind me and they're right behind me, I'm going to hold the door open and let them go through before me because that's just the way I was raised. And, you know, almost everybody does that for everybody where we live. Like,
yeah, everybody talks. Every time I go to the grocery store, I usually spark up a conversation with the person checking me out.
Yeah, we pretty much know most people and, you know, get along. We get along. So, I don't know. It's hard for me to speak on other parts of the United States because I think there are parts that probably have a lot more racism, you know, in their daily life, you know. And I'm not saying it's not here, but from what I've seen growing up, even when I was living in Georgia, I didn't see it a whole lot, you know. I didn't see it or hear it a lot. And then when I moved out here, you know, when I moved back out here, I didn't see it a whole lot, you know.
Growing up in school, I've seen it a lot. Like my friends of mine dating, you know, blacks and having to hide it because their parents would, and you know, somebody said something while ago.
I did kind of see it. When you talk about that, yeah.
Somebody's coming out the door.
When you talk about that kind of that aspect of it, yeah, I did see, I guess, people that had problems. Did you drink all the rest of that?
It wasn't a lot left, but yes.
But it, like,
okay, thank you, Elizabeth.
Friends and like hanging out and talking, you know, I don't know.
Thank you, Elizabeth. That's what, instead of fighting, we should be. Yeah, I think we should be banding together to be better. You know, to do better. And someone made the comment a while ago that I think it was Kayla.
One thing about it is like here, where we live, you're not gonna see like any skinheads or like, you know, you're not gonna see where we live. You're not gonna see any skinheads or like neo-Nazis or like. There's not really any of that. I mean, for the most part, I think most people are just poor people just trying to get by and make it, you know, or But
Kayla, you said you feel bad for the children that are racist because you know they're learning it from home. Yeah. But I think with the way the world is doing, like with what we're all doing and how people are not standing for it, I think when these kids get out of that home, they're going to start changing. They're going to open their eyes to what's going on around them, you know? And that's all we can hope for. Like, all we can hope for is that we, right now, are accepting and try to make this change. So when the kids get out of those homes where they are, oh, thank you, where they are taught to be a certain way, they will automatically know that they were taught a way that was just not okay. My mom is white and my dad is black, so hearing about this is like a foreign concept to me. Andrew.
yeah, I'm sure.
Teachers should definitely make more money. I think a lot of people who are racist are ashamed of it because, well, see, that's the thing. The people that I know that are racist, they weren't ashamed of it. They were like proud people to be like a certain way, and it kind of blew like me away to see them be so proud about it. But their kids never were. Like, their kids were never proud of it. Like, any kid that I knew that had parents like that, the second they started dating somebody of color, well, obviously they knew already to date someone of color. Like, they obviously knew it wasn't okay. Which I just think, you're held up in a home as you're little, you go to school, you come home, but then you meet people at school that are people of color, and you're like, ain't nothing wrong with them. Why are my parents telling me I can't be with, it confuses you, and then if you meet a little boy of color and you really like this little boy, you're terrified to go home and tell your parents that you have a little boyfriend, or you hide this person for years because you're terrified how your parents are going to react, Yeah.
But the whole thing sparking from the George Floyd thing, and man, that's just wrong in general, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just wrong. that was crazy, insane. I can't even understand how it happened. Like, watching the video was like, are you kidding me? Like, is this guy so stupid that he doesn't know what he's doing to this other guy, or is he literally doing it on purpose? I couldn't figure it out. Regardless,
He's old enough to know there's a difference. Like,
yeah, regardless, he's accountable for it. But I'm seriously thinking, like, there's no way this guy is choking this other guy out, being recorded. Like, I don't know. My mind can't wrap. I can't put that together. Like, what that guy was thinking.
Right.
And what the hell? And what everybody else was thinking around him. Because if I would have been there, I probably would have went to jail. Because I probably would have tackled their ass off of that dude. Because that's just wrong. I mean, there's no excuse for it. But like I said the other night, though, I really don't feel like it, because of all the background information that kind of came out, I don't feel like that was like, I don't know, I feel like that cop and George Floyd knew each other.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Did anybody else hear that? That they knew each other and had issues?
They had issues from the past, like working in the same club together. So I wonder if it was something like that, like, oh, now I got you, I'm on top of you, and I'm not going to get off, and you can sit there. I don't know. I mean, either way, I think that cop needs the book thrown at him. I mean, personally, I think any cop that, I don't know.
We have to hold cops to a higher standard, because they are supposed to be leaders in the community. They are supposed to do the right thing. They are here to protect us and to serve, and sometimes there's cops that don't do that at all. They just go on power trips and
the image, yeah, their one cop represents all police officers. It doesn't matter if it's a sheriff. It doesn't matter if it's a city police officer or a federal police officer. I mean, it does not matter. They all represent law enforcement. So for every mistake that's made,
It looks bad
the
on
public
everybody.
perception, is
unfortunately.
altered. Whether it be good or bad, and if it gets too bad, then it's gonna be, it's gonna cause a lot more problems.
Now,
Plus,
sorry.
not to mention we're talking about people's lives. These are people's lives.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you.
Even good cops cover for the bad ones. Like even good cops cover for the bad ones. I think maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's good cops out there. I know there's good cops out there that will not tolerate anything like that. When I was in Iraq, I had morals that I wasn't gonna stray away from my morals. And if I saw somebody do something, which I did, I filled out a report, a witness statement on that guy, because I felt like what he did was completely wrong. I felt like it was murder. So I filled out a witness statement on him, and along with several other guys, and we sent it up our chain of command, and nothing ever came from it. So maybe there's good cops out there that are filling out reports, or they are honest cops. I'm sure this goes on, and then they send a report up to their chain of command, a witness statement, and the chain of command squashes it because they don't want the bad publicity. I mean, and that's basically what happened over there.
Do you want to say what happened or no?
No,
Okay.
I'm not going to go into any details about what happened, but it was murder. I mean, it was murder. It was not anybody I was close with, but it was cold-blooded, and I filled out a witness statement on that soldier, trying to get him court-martialed and charged with murder, along with probably 5 other guys from my unit. And he was not in my unit. We were working with another unit at the time, but nothing ever came from it. And it was because we were trying to win the hearts and the minds, and the chain of command did not want the bad publicity. But what they didn't understand is the bad publicity, they didn't want it in America. But everybody in Iraq, in our area, all the Iraqis, they knew, right? They knew the bad
publicity.
Yeah, say it for me. It was there in Iraq, and it spread throughout the Iraqi population where we were at, because we had like a little city that we were in charge of. It was our area of operation. And the soldier that came in there that did what he did, that wasn't his area of operation. So he came into our area, did what he did, which was murder, left out that day, and we were left to deal with the consequences of it. So the bad publicity never reached America, but we dealt with the consequences of the bad publicity being in Iraq, in our area, because then we got attacked left and right, because it did not matter if this was another unit or a bad soldier. We even went to the family of the person that was, murdered, and we gave them little cards for the U.S. government to reimburse them for their family member, to pay for them. And we told them we were sorry, that we did not agree with what happened, that this was another unit, that we would be filling out witness statements on it, because over there we were making enemies, and that's exactly how it is over here in the United States. One police officer makes a mistake or commits murder or does something crooked, and they're making enemies for the entire police force, because after that, those people attacked us left and right. People that weren't our enemies before, they were then, because our image went from trying to maintain peace and fight terrorists and fight bad guys in our area to mowing down innocent people. Yeah, that's how people saw us after that. So we had to deal with it, Atlanta PD. I know all about the Atlanta PD. Yeah, they used to have the Atlanta PD. I live like right south of Atlanta, and they used to have this big task force called the Red Dogs, and they were a big drug task
I don't know
force
why
in Atlanta.
that hid that. I'm trying to. Why did that hide that?
And
Kayla Ray, I tried to allow your message, but it took it. Like, take it from someone is Latina. There are a lot of racist cops. I was detained in handcuffs for not using a turn signal and had my car searched. I don't know why that will not let me
no, click on that thing right there.
report, put user in timeout, hide user on channel, add moderate. I don't know why that's doing
I think
that.
because you already dismissed it on accident. You accidentally hit it.
Did I hit dismiss?
Yeah, on accident.
I don't even think dismiss pops up. It just hits up. Well, maybe so. I don't know. Yeah, they are. Well, one of the cops show, I think Cops was taken off air, and they're evaluating live PD to see if they're going to take it off. Now, I don't really agree with that, because I'm like, if those cops are being filmed for a TV show, they may be on their best behavior and do the right thing. You know, like, I don't know. I just don't want people to suffer that shouldn't have to suffer. You know, like, I don't want people to be what? My stutter?
No.
I don't want people to be labeled something as serious as racist or bad people if they don't deserve it. You know, because that could ruin your life.
This is like the Me Too movement. You know, it's like anybody who has anything that could possibly ever have been racist, or, you know, then everybody's going after them, you know, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it's pretty much saying that we're not going to tolerate it, but, you know,
I mean, you got to try to figure out what can we do to keep it from happening. I mean, it sucks because a part of me is like, I don't know if we'll ever be able to do enough. But while trying to do enough, I think we're affecting people that probably, a lot of people that do deserve it, but some people that don't deserve it, you know? And another thing is like the rioting and the looting. Like, apparently during the rioting, like, a few men of color were killed during this.
Police officers.
Businesses that were owned. I literally just watched a video today, and it was so sad. It was of this older black man, this older black gentleman. It was during the riots years ago. I don't remember what was going on, but like back in the 80s, they were rioting and burning businesses down, and they burnt this older black guy's business down, and he come out to the streets and he was shouting at them. He was shouting like, "Why'd you burn my business down? You know, I'm black. Like, I come from the ghetto, and I rose up and I made something of myself, and I have a business, and you destroyed it. Like, you're not helping me. You're hurting your own people now." You know, and I felt, I don't know, I just felt that because I was like, that's true. Like burning businesses down from people that work their butt off to make something of themselves, to get out of the bad part of town, to provide for their family, and it was just burnt down, you know. It may have been the 92 riots for Rodney King. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, I think that was. I wasn't going to correct you, but
I just said the 80s.
yeah, it was. No, I don't think it was the riots for Rodney King, though, but I think it was an older one. I don't think it was all the way back to Rodney King, but I remember that video. I watched it a while back. I thought it's for, what was the last incident that happened?
Trayvon Martin, maybe?
No, it was the hands up, don't shoot.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
I think that was around the Trayvon Martin thing, the hands up, don't shoot.
No, Trayvon Martin wasn't even killed by a police officer.
Oh, you're right, he wasn't.
Yeah, the other
Well,
guy.
he was killed by a
something, right?
security, a neighborhood watch.
Yeah,
guy
he
or
was like a
something.
wannabe cop. Just, I don't know. Hands up, don't shoot. No, it was the guy who was, I don't remember.
I did hear that, Gales. I heard that they knew each other somehow, which makes you wonder, like, what? Neighborhood watch on a power trip. Definitely. I mean, I don't know. I personally don't know how I feel about MTV. Like, I mean, a part of me is like, well, that's good. Because I'm like, if they find things that really deserve the people being fired, like, that's a good thing. But I think I don't want them, like, to cross the line and fire people that have changed, that can promote what needs to be promoted, you know?
The way our culture is now, though, there's no discernment. And even if you do try to discern, you know, and try to say, okay, I don't think that's what that was, or I don't think, you know, if you try to discern, then you get fired. Like you were on a chopping block, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, I don't know, it's crazy. It's like they are gonna, because of the way the culture is, then all these, like MTV and everybody, they're not even gonna take any chances, like.
But they still are, because they're leaving people that said stuff way worse than that. So they're like picking and choosing.
Yeah, but they're picking and choosing. Like, clearly, you know, they're going to go after Taylor versus, you know, like, I don't know, Cheyenne has a much bigger role. What Taylor said, I don't know. I don't know.
Let me see.
Someone should fire MTV. I agree. I agree. MTV sucks. They used to have music on their television show.
On their network?
That's actually why, on their television show, that's actually why it's called MTV. I don't know. But for the younger people out there, MTV actually used to be nothing but music videos all day long. And that's when MTV was the best. It was awesome. I loved MTV back in the day.
Okay, I can't find the comments, but someone on an article that Newsbreak put out saying Cheyenne Floyd fired for racist comments? Question mark, question mark. Which actually tricked me for a second because I was like, what? They fired her? But they're asking the question, like, has she been fired? It's a clickbait article, basically, title. Someone said, if white people are getting fired for racist remarks, then black people should be fired as well. This is totally going against BLM because what she said clearly is saying that white lives don't matter. And someone said, I'm black and I agree. And someone else said, she got fired, so there you have it. Smile and go along about your day. But I don't know that she has gotten fired.
Well, see, this is what I'm talking about with discernment. Like, there is no discernment anymore. It's just people are on the, you know, you're on, if there's anything that was in your past, that there's a, you know, they're putting you before a firing squad. There's no discernment anymore. And it's not going to be handled like the way it seems like, you know, a level-headed person would say, okay, any kind of racist remarks, you should be fired, regardless of what, you know, what your skin color is. You should be fired if there's any kind of racist comments. But there's no discernment like that. It's, you know, I don't know. It's just crazy. But I mean.
Okay, so apparently this article comes because Cheyenne posted a picture of Ryder, like this past Tuesday, blowing kisses. And apparently, whoever wrote this article is saying that fans has taken this picture as a clue that maybe Cheyenne was fired as well. I just look at it as a picture of her daughter blowing kisses, but okay. She captioned the picture, my whole world and heart sending you kisses. She says, I'm going to take a few days to process and feel. I love you all. It says, obviously, Cheyenne doesn't come right out and say she's no longer employed by MTV, but you have to wonder. The vagueness of her language, coupled with a fallout from a recent controversy, has given fans the impression that Cheyenne is the latest reality star to get the axe flying. Floyd joined the Teen Mom OG cast back in 2018 as a replacement for Farrah, who was canned for various controversial statements and behaviors. At the time, there was an uproar over old tweets which Floyd made racially charged comments that seemed to be part of a misguided attempt at edgy humor. Okay, so this is the comments. This little white kid told me I looked like a cat today. I should have kicked him in his head. So that was one.
I don't know that that's racist, though. I mean, you think?
Well, I
don't
mean,
think
if
that's necessarily
somebody
racist.
was to say, this is the way I always try to say how it should be taken is, okay, I always try to say, okay, well, what if a black person was to say, what if a white person was to say, this little black kid told me I look like a cat today, I should have kicked him in the head.
I don't necessarily.
That may not be taken as racist.
I don't really think.
If some people heard it, they may would take it as racist. Some people may not. Okay, so this comment was, this little white kid told me I look like a cat lady today. Look like a cat today. I should have kicked him in his head. The next tweet says, my mom said I can't see the help. My mom said I can't see the help. She knows I already have a problem with white people. Then she said, last night I saw it and I wanted to kill every white person I saw. Krista, that's what I'm screaming. Who cares if it's racist? We don't kick kids.
Yeah, that's true. I don't understand what the point in her saying white kid or somebody saying black kid. And that's like...
It's just a kid.
That's the
kid
news. That's the news.
Just kicking a kid. So in addition to those remarks, Cheyenne posted a tweet that describes her and a friend as Nazi loving, black power having, kill a white baby if I could people.
Kill a white baby if I could.
Kill a white baby if I could.
I couldn't kill
I couldn't kill any baby.
Yeah, I couldn't kill any baby.
I mean, I literally ran over a baby turtle back in 2016, and today I put rest in peace baby turtle because it showed up on my timeline.
We're not going to get started on everything that you ran over.
What else have I ran over?
My dog, Gus.
Oh, that was, yeah, I felt bad about that too.
She ran my dog over.
Cheyenne said that. She said, she described her and her friends, her and a friend as Nazi loving, black power having, kill a white baby if I could people.
That ain't making sense. I don't understand.
It's a little tough for Nazi loving and black power having to coexist as qualities within a single person. It's not hard to see why fans got upset, but it was also worth noting that the tweets are from 2011, 2012, and hopefully she's grown since that.
Do you think she looks like a cat at all?
Well, you know what she resembles? Halle Berry in Catwoman is who she resembles.
That's true.
Like, I'm looking at a picture of her right now, and she looks like Halle Berry from Catwoman. Like, and no, I don't think she looks like a cat, but I think she looks like Halle Berry from Catwoman.
She does look like Halle Berry from Catwoman.
Look, I'll try to show you guys the picture. Yeah, now we're going to find Taylor's tweets.
Somebody asked, do you think people should let go of your past mistakes? Some hold on to them. I think that you should forgive people for their past mistakes, but...
Especially if you see change in them. Like...
Yeah, but I don't think you shouldn't hold people accountable. Or, like, I don't think forgiving consists of allowing those same people to keep doing the same things to you. You know, like I can forgive people, and I don't hold a grudge. Well, I kind of have a hard time forgiving people. I think some people, sometimes. But even if I do forgive them, I'm not gonna forget if someone does me wrong or does. One thing I don't forgive people for is hurting my family or doing anything to my family. Like I have a hard time with forgiving people for that.
Oh yeah, he that is very hard for him.
Yeah.
Right, Stina? Like, something must have been, like, what was going on around 2011, 2012 for, like, for all of these people to put these tweets out. Let's see. Let me find her tweets. Okay. We have to greet everyone at work, but sometimes I won't greet the black people because they scare me. My uncle is dating an Asian. Aunt Ping, please make me sushi. I know there's more.
That's not racist though. The Aunt Ping,
I think
please make me sushi.
maybe that was said in a joke, but I think
Yeah.
it can be. It has a racial undertone to it.
I don't understand how people think, like, associating a certain culture with things that's a part of their culture is racist. Like, we all love certain
Oh, like if
things
somebody was
from-
like, hey, go make me some crawfish. I don't know. Like,
I can't really relate it to us. But, like,
no, not really.
everybody likes, like, I love sushi, you know?
I do too.
And, I don't know, I don't guess I would look at any
I
Japanese
think I heard
person.
Kennedy.
I don't think I would look at any Japanese person and be like, make me some sushi.
Mm.
I guess maybe that would kind of come off as racist. Unless I knew him real good, you know, just joking around.
I want to say there was one more tweet, but it's not in here. Does anybody know what the other tweet is? I'm gonna look around to see if I can find it.
But maybe her aunt, the first one was definitely
Maybe
racist. Maybe her
she
aunt
really
makes some
has
bomb ass sushi.
maybe she really has an Aunt Ping. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe she.
But I doubt it. I think it was like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's good things from every culture that everybody likes. Like, you know, you got like different ways people, you know, this culture appropriation thing. I don't really understand that because to me, like, people taking things from your culture that are good things, you know.
I personally think like
Now making
Like-
making fun of it.
I personally think like when someone, what's it called? Is flattery something that's flattery like I think, okay, like how you see white people like that braid their hair. I think they do it because they like the way that it looks on the people that they see it on. So they want to do it themselves because they think it'll look nice on them. I don't think they're doing it to be like a smart butt. You know what I'm saying? And they call it
Stina said, she said black hoo-ha.
must be scary. That was
Must
the other
be
one.
scary.
That was the other one. I was trying to find the other one
That is
because I
pretty
knew
racist.
there was like one more. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. And then this person said, people like Native Americans don't like people appropriating their culture. It's one thing that is theirs, and people shouldn't intrude on it. I don't know. I mean, we, like, on my dad's side, they have a lot of Native American blood in it. To the point.
His dad looks very native.
Yeah, to the point to where, like, now my mom was Irish, so I got blonde hair, blue eyes, but
his
my
dad
dad's
is, you can
side is a
tell.
lot of,
Very.
they have a lot of
I mean,
Native
he's related
American.
to Chief Rufus.
Yeah, and like where they live out here, around where they live, it's a Caddo-a-Dye community. That's, you know, and they do like every festival.
Imitation is a form of flattery. Yes, they do.
Yeah, every festival they do a powwow where they dance and do Indian dance, and they sell things like dream catchers and stuff like that. And if you go out there to the Caddo-a-Dye community where all my family's from, on that side, they have teepees. They used to have buffalo down there.
Mm-hmm.
And
We tipped them.
yeah, we went buffalo tipping on our first date. But either way, like we down here, we never had a problem with people. I guess doing things that
No,
were.
because they're like,
They're
okay.
like it's everybody around here kind of has like a Native American. Like you go in people's houses, they have dream catchers, they have Native American.
We used to have one hanging
artwork.
over our bed.
Yeah, they have Native American artwork and stuff, and like a lot of people aren't Native American around here, and a lot of it comes from the Caddo-a-Dye community, and then other people in this other town close to where we live.
I want to say this. Okay, someone said Purple Rain said white people shouldn't have powwows. That's the thing. My husband looks white.
Yeah.
He looks white, but his dad is very native. I mean,
Yeah.
so you can't say, like, if you mean like people that don't have, they're not native, like I would get that. But if someone appears to be white, you don't know what
Yeah,
they
you don't
are,
know what
you
they
know,
are because I have a lot of Native American.
Hold on,
in-
I'm gonna get a picture of his dad.
Yeah. So, like, I don't even tell people most of the time because I look so much. I got a lot of features from my mom, which she has a lot of Irish in her. But my dad, that's my dad. He's Native American.
This is Sean's dad, and he is super dark skinned.
And
all of his people are super dark skinned.
Been thrown out of bars back in the day, long time ago. His dad and him, when they worked out in the sun, they got really dark. Back in the day, they would get thrown out of bars because people thought they were mixed a long time ago.
This is Sean's mom. This is his dad. And where we have powwows at, it's the native. That's the thing is like, but so many of their family.
Yes,
if you go to the
tribe,
powwow,
they're in a Caddo-Adi tribe.
Yeah, they're in a tribe. They're in the
Caddo-Adi.
Yeah. So they have powwows, but they welcome everyone to them. Like I used to go because my mom was married to someone that was also a native. And
he's like my second cousin. Her mama, it's her stepdad, but he's like my third cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's my dad's like second cousin. So, and they all are in. They're real big into it. My grandma was extremely. They're not just Native American. They're a mix between Spanish and Native American people. And that's what they are. But you can't tell from my side, from looking at me, because I'm blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah, they're part of the Caddo-Adi, and they literally have like a chief that, Mama took the pictures because I have one of Chief Rufus. But Mama took it.
Yeah.
They have a Chief Rufus who he had buffaloes on his land. They are through and through. Native people, but
they have a whole culture center and everything. It's what it is. I don't even tell anybody ever because everybody's always like, "Oh,
let me see your phone.
I got Native American in me. I'm Native American." Everybody says that, but I really am. I really have a lot in me. But
what's wrong with your phone, babe?
Let me see. Yeah.
It backwards. I'm gonna see if I can get on your mom's Facebook and find a better picture of him. Does she have any pictures of him on her Facebook?
Who? My dad?
Yeah, of your dad.
Probably.
One of him like in color, so you can kind of.
Yeah. You can see in that picture like our brow, like he has the heavy brow and like the facial features.
Babe, are you not friends with your mom on Facebook?
Probably not.
What?
No, that's the wrong face. No. That's the wrong Facebook. That's the one.
I have family members that dance in the powwow too. Like you wouldn't look at me and think like, but I was raised in it as well because my mom married my stepdad. She was with him for like 10 years, maybe 8 to 10 years, and we lived literally right down the street from Chief Rufus. It was across the street where they held the powwows. So it was something fun for us every year when it come around. We loved going.
Yeah, I'm friends with it.
I will, Karina. I was kind of nervous going into this video because I know people have strong feelings about it, and I don't want any of my people, like y'all are my people, my YouTube friends, to argue or fight about it.
You gotta watch saying my people. Nanny, are you signed into your Facebook on my phone?
It appears that way. Just log out, my bad.
I don't even ever get on Facebook, so. And then when I got this phone, did you tell everybody you finally got a phone?
I finally got a phone.
She finally got one. That's why I have mine in my hand right now.
Yeah, I'm using mine to film.
Yeah.
For
the people who said, Nick, you were faking all that.
Oh, yeah, because somebody said I was fake. Because I kept filming. Somebody was like, Leslie said she don't have a phone, but she's still filming.
Translate me, I wish she would have had a phone because I did not have a phone. She jacked mine, took over my phone, and I was just left phoneless.
Gotta work.
Nothing to do.
I have a phone. There was a whole shenanigan with my phone. I broke my phone. The screen shattered. Ordered one. They sent the wrong phone with the wrong gigabyte. I sent it back. They acted like they didn't get it back for months. They got it back 3 days after I sent it. No, 4. I sent it on the 23rd. They got it on the 27th of March. And I called and called and called, and they kept saying, we don't have it, we don't have it, we don't have it, we don't have it. Finally, I spoke to someone like 2 weeks ago that said, "Oh yeah, we've been having it," and I was like, "What?"
I literally hate Facebook now. I can't figure out how to do anything on Facebook. Why do they change things?
I don't know, baby.
I don't understand it. It's like we're gonna hide this now. That's what Facebook does. They hide things from you, like how to find photos on people's accounts. That's why I don't even mess with it no more, because they keep hiding all these things. They hide the photo button, and then like a month from now they'll hide the message button, so you don't know how to send anybody a message, and you gotta.
Can I try to find it on your
Well,
phone?
no, I finally found
Okay.
it, but
Well, you're talking, so I was just gonna go ahead and find it.
look, there's a picture of.
Oh, is that your
Yeah,
grandparents?
No.
Who is that? That's not your grandpa, but it's some of your people.
Yeah, some of my people. I don't know who that is. It's an old picture. Let's see. That's my. It must be somebody on my mama's side.
That's your grandma, ain't it?
I think that was my grandma in right there. My granny, not my grandma. That's my granny. I think maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of pictures of her. She's real old. I know my dad doesn't have a Facebook. He doesn't like Facebook. Look
Oh.
at Sarah.
Is that Sarah or Chloe?
No, that's Chloe.
Chloe. She looks like.
They all look alike though. Even Sarah looks a lot alike when she was a kid. Yeah. Let's see. That's a picture of my
There he
my
is.
dad.
You can barely see.
Yeah, that's another black and white one.
It's
huh?
another black and white picture, but you can barely see him.
Dad
He's
and my
dancing.
sister.
He's dancing with Sean's sister when she got married. The
Oh,
day
I
she got married.
got one on my Facebook. I got
Let's
a picture of my
see.
dad on my Facebook. Yeah, you can't see that in there. Let me see it. I'm gonna show
I
you.
don't know how good y'all can see that, but that's his sister and his dad. On the day they got married.
Which my sister's blonde. Or she's got her hair dyed there, but she's blonde hair, blue eyed too.
You have a picture of your dad on your thing?
I think so.
I know you have a picture of your grandpa on there.
So, yeah, I mean that's a little known fact that, or like it's not a little known fact, but some of my people on my dad's side, they worked out in the sun all the time, and they would, if they ever went places that they were like long time back in the day, if they went out of town and they went in a bar, they had sometimes they would get thrown out because people thought they were half black because they were so dark. On my grandpa's side, I wish I would have got that dark skin.
Oh, I like your skin.
Well, just so I wouldn't sunburn so bad and I could keep a tan.
I mean, I like
I
it.
like a tan.
Which, I mean, I like tan too.
Yeah.
'cause I got some tan kids and I have some lighter
She
color.
tans really good.
Yeah, I tan pretty easy.
She goes outside like 10 minutes and she's got a tan. I spend all summer working on getting a tan. I finally get a little tan on my legs and then bam, it's gone in the wintertime. First, in like 1 week. Sucks.
I prefer to tan. Wait, you mean Sean's not black? You know what I want to do? I want to do the DNA thing. That's what I really want to do, the DNA thing.
My family had it done. Joe had it done.
Yeah, Joe had it done. I would like to do it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. If anybody ever gets a chance, you should do the DNA thing because it's it's gonna be an eye opener because pretty much everybody has everything in them. Like you might have higher percentages of this or that, but you're gonna have a lot of stuff in you that you did not realize you had in you. Like I think we're like 3% African, like 3% Asian, or it was extremely low, but it still opens your eyes and you see that like.
This is my dad. I'll show you guys my dad because he's dark too. This is my dad and that's Eli. Because my dad's side of the family is super dark as well. They're Italian though.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all can even see that really good, but.
I don't want people to accuse me of being like what's her name? Pocahontas.
Stina said I was hoping for something interesting, but I'm 98.5% European.
Really? That's pretty crazy. You got that high percentage. A lot of people don't. Stina, 98.5% European. That's pretty crazy. Like my highest percentages were Native American, Spanish, and Irish.
This is my sister. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
should I not? Because she may get mad if I show her.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to show too much family.
Let me see. Let me
I
look
was
for this
gonna look
picture.
for a picture.
I was
of
going
my
to show
dad.
y'all the picture of my
She
other
is a
sister
phone jacker.
who looks.
She will jack your phone.
Flossie. Stephanie's like a cross between me and Flossie, huh? Yeah. She's like a good mixture of me and Flossie. I'm a phone jacker for sure.
Yeah. Like,
I'm impatient.
I try to show her things, and then it never feels. I'm like trying to show her something on my phone, and before I know it, she has my phone in her hand, and I haven't even shown her what I'm trying to. I'm like, how did you get my phone? How do you do that? It's like a Jedi mind trick.
This is me when I was pregnant with Eli. Should I show that?
Yeah, it don't matter.
That's Belly. I was showing Eli off.
Yeah, when she would get like this basketball. It looked like she had a basketball in her shirt. She barely gained any weight, and it just looked like she had a basketball in her
Hey,
shirt.
Emily.
If you saw her from the back, you couldn't even tell she was pregnant.
That was so funny.
Let's see. Let me see.
There's you and your grandpa. Can I show this one?
Yeah.
This is Sean's grandpa.
And my dog that she run over.
I
That
didn't
was a good
kill him. I
dog.
did not kill him by running him over. Somebody else ran him over and killed him.
Yeah, somebody else run him over, but hold it back a little bit, I think.
I don't know what's better.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there it goes. It focused in.
But I did not kill him, and I was on my way to church. I was running late, and
Lisa Thompson just said they are a beautiful couple, aren't they? That was me and my grandpa.
they are beautiful. What did I do?
That was a joke.
This is my old Facebook page. Like old blonde hair, tan.
Poor doggy. I'm jealous I was at a house when I was pregnant. I had a house? I was a house. Oh, I was a house. Okay.
This
Yeah.
is me too. I'm just
Yeah.
there. I am.
I'm just like, we're trying to show people.
Okay, I'm
around,
gonna
but
find it. I'm gonna find it. Let me do it.
It's
Let me do
not,
it.
you don't know where it is. It's not going to be on there. Let me see. It's going to be under my family pictures. I don't even know what I just did. All right, hold on. Okay. So, my brothers, my sisters, and my parents.
There's your dad.
Yeah.
Okay, this is his dad. Right there. He looks like a college professor. Look at him.
Yeah, I mean, he was dressed up pretty nice right there, but, you know. I know, look, let's tell this story about you running over my dog.
It was truly an accident. Because I love that dog too. I really
Look,
did.
I'm offshore, you know, I go offshore for like 14 days at a time, I think. And let's see. I call home, right? We ain't been together that long. I buy this Doberman, this red Doberman. Awesome dog. Best dog I ever had. His name was Gus. And
Captain Augustus McCrae Bass.
yeah,
that
from
was our
like
dog's
Lonesome
name.
Dove,
Yeah.
because that's like my favorite movie of all time. And you know, people would probably say it's a racist movie now, but it's a good movie. Anyways, so I'm offshore. I just bought this expensive Doberman. It's a good Doberman, and like he went everywhere with me when I was home. So we always chased, you know, like ran after us when we left, and then he would go back and he would open the door to the house.
He would open the door to
and
our
then
house.
go back in the house and then shut the door behind himself and sit there and wait for us to get back. And he done that since he was a puppy. He was just extremely smart. Well, I call home that night when I get off, and I only get to talk like 10 minutes a night, you know, so that's the way it was. We didn't have internet or anything out there back then.
Mm-mm.
You know, you just work, maybe called home once a week, or like, you could call home every night if you want to. I think I called a lot back then, but, so I call home and she's like, oh, I hit Gus with a car, but he's all right. And I'm like, you hit him with a car? And I'm like, okay, he's all right. And I'm like stressing, you know, because I love this dog to death. I mean, like this dog, I've had dogs that I don't get really attached to, but this dog, and I've had dogs that I get attached to. And this dog was like, me and this dog hit it off, you know, and he was just extremely smart. He was from the time he was little, like he was beefed up and he was goofy and the kids could poke him in his eye, pull on his ear, do whatever. He was goofy around the kids.
Tell me that ain't a handsome man right there.
But, anyways, I ain't got no clothes on in that picture.
You just don't have a shirt on. Look.
I'm getting demonetized.
Look at that.
All right. But anyways,
Y'all jelly?
so she tells me she run over the dog, and this dog protected her and the kids like nothing.
Like
would
my
come
mama
in our
couldn't even come
yard.
over.
No, this dog would lose its mind if anything ever got close. Its fur would stand up from the tip of its nose to its tail like a mohawk, and it would attack anything that came anywhere near her and the kids. And that's why I love this dog, because I was gone a lot, and I felt good about having this dog at the house. Now, it wasn't a mean dog, but it was very protective. Anyways, I came home, and she said she hit him with a car. No, I came home, and he had a tire track scab on his belly. She run him over. And luckily, I mean, it didn't hurt him. But then,
To me, hit and ran over means the same thing.
if you hit somebody with a car, you hit them. If you run them over, you ran them over. Like, you're going to do a lot more damage running somebody over. I don't know how it did not kill this dog or hurt this dog. Because later on, I called,
I felt bad. You guys, trust me. I felt bad. It was bad for me too. Like, and I think I tried to minimize it because I didn't want to deal with it myself. Like, oh my God, I ran the dog over. So I was like, I kind of tapped him.
Yeah, this dog he was fine, which is crazy because then later on, down the road, like maybe a year later or something, I come outside and I caught him because he was running around the neighborhood being a dog, and
Looking for some tail.
yeah, probably it was a beast. But I caught him and he come running, because we're about to leave, and I was gonna put him inside before we left because we weren't gonna take him. I forgot where we were going. But
I was at work.
We lived on a street that was like 15-mile-an-hour speed limit, and this lady come flying over the hill. And as I called my dog, so he's coming from wherever he was at. He's running, and as he's about to cross the road, this car comes flying over the hill.
Literally entirely too fast for...
Oh, man. And my dog sees it, and he tries to kind of get ahead of it and then run. So I'm yelling at this lady like, hey, stop. She's not paying any attention. My dog's running in front of her car, trying to outrun her to where he can cut over because he knows what's happening. It's all like going in slow motion. She plows over my dog, and I'm like, and it was right in front of Paris and Caden. Like, they were literally outside. My cousin was there, and a woman stops, and I'm like...
He tells her to leave. He's like,
I told my cousin to tell her. I said, you better tell her to get the hell out of here right now. And I walk over to my dog, and I'm seeing, like, he's, like, bubbling blood coming out of his mouth, and, like, just, pooping all over the place. And, like, I went inside.
He called me at work.
I went inside, and I went and got my gun, and I was going to shoot him to put him down. And I literally could not bring myself to do it. Any other time I would shoot the dog to bring, if it was injured bad enough to put it out of its misery.
I couldn't.
Even if I love that dog, I would
sound like David Easton now.
I would put it down, because that's all the vet's gonna do. They're gonna use it.
Yeah, but they're not gonna shoot it.
No, but they're gonna. I mean, either way, I'm just saying, like, if a dog I would not want to leave any animal in like suffering, and I knew it was suffering, and from my experience in Iraq, dealing with people, I could tell by its injuries and what was going on that it was done, and I literally could not. I grabbed my gun, and I walked outside, and I just looked at it. I couldn't do it, so I scooped him up and I put him in the back of my truck, And I rode to the vet, and I was just thinking, like, oh my God, I hope there's something they can do. I hope there's something they can do. And, like, my dog's back there just suffering the whole time. And I'm like, I'm crying. Like, I get to the vet, and they put him down. And I was like,
And he didn't even call me. He called me on the way and told me what happened and was like,
worst time of my life.
yeah, he called me. He was like, somebody ran over to Gus. Like, I don't think he's going to make it. Like, it's bad. So I'm at work, like, stressed out about it. And then I don't hear from him for, like, hours. So I called the vet because I couldn't get in touch with him. So I called the vet's office, and they're like, we had to put him down. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. I know Sean's, like, not okay. Finally, like, hours later, I got in touch with him. And he went and buried Gus out at his grandpa's land because his grandpa has a bunch of land. And he didn't even call me and tell me afterwards. He just brought Gus out to his grandpa's land and buried him. But yeah.
He was a good dog. And,
Yeah, he was a good dog. He wouldn't even let my mama come in the house.
He was not violent. Like, if you were around, like, her mama tried to come over when we weren't there, and she would not let him come in.
He would not let her come in.
I mean, he would not let her come in.
Hey, Abigail, you said your baby's a little gassy. Is the baby, you could give the baby,
Some gripe water.
gripe water or,
Beano. No,
no, not
don't
Beano.
do Beano.
No, you cannot do Beano.
I'm just kidding.
Gripe water or
Gripe.
something else
It's,
that you can give to babies, like, when they're first, Malakine.
Put some-
Malakine. Is it
I
Malakine?
don't know. I thought it was gripe water. But put some rice in a sock and then heat it up in the microwave and put it on its belly.
But don't do it hot. Just kind
Yeah,
of
just
warm.
make sure it ain't too hot. And work its legs back and forth like butterfly.
Bobby
like
had,
bicycle kick.
yeah, Sean would stand in front of the TV with Bobby and bounce Bobby
Well,
up and down.
His back up against the wall, up against my chest like that, and my legs holding. I mean, my hands holding his legs up like right underneath his thighs, and I would bounce him like that for hours.
And he would poot. He would literally
Yes.
poot.
While we watched Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. He was obsessed with it. So we just sat there and we watched Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and I would be standing. I had to stand in front of the TV. I couldn't do it sitting down because he would cry. I had to stand in front of the TV for hours. My back would be hurting so bad. But, I mean, that's what I had to do, or he would be crying and screaming. You know, he had a lot of problems, stomach problems. So you can try that.
Gripe water really helped us, and the Malakine drops also really helped.
Yeah, that's it. Malacon drops. Hey, Andrew, he said he wants to get a Doberman. I got another Doberman after that wasn't worth. I mean, we got rid of that dog.
He would chew our couches. I mean,
my
he would
goodness.
literally
This
tore
dog
our
was
couch
a horrible
up.
dog. It was not very intelligent. You know, it was just nothing compared. I don't know that I can get another Doberman.
That's true, Wooden Eagle. That's true. Animals aren't really responsible for what they do, but people, they know right from wrong. It's very difficult to extend grace to people who choose to do or say bad things. Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's another thing. Gus was like a judge of character. That dog could judge somebody's character. He knew if somebody was a bad person. It was crazy. Like that one person that used to cover my grandpa's all the time. And you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Very much a Native American guy, ponytail. Anyways,
I know who you're talking about.
Gus did not like him. And then he threatened.
Because he really was a bad person.
Yeah.
He threatened to kick Gus.
Yeah, he
Because we
threatened to
brought
kick
Gus
Gus
to like
one
a
time. I told
family
him, "No, you
reunion or
ain't."
something.
I said, you ain't gonna kick my dog.
Well, I thought Sean was literally going to tie up with this man. I literally thought Sean was about to fight this man. Because we were inside and somebody come in and told us that he had threatened to kick Gus. And Sean literally treated Gus like one of our children.
If he would have kicked Gus, I would have fought him.
Andrew, he was holding our baby Bobby because Bobby had gas. When I have gas, he don't hold me that way. I lay on my back in the bed and he just pushes my legs back and forth. No, you know what we do? No, not when I have gas, but we started exercising and I lay on the floor and he stands over me and I grab his ankles and I'll throw my legs up and he throws them down. Ow. And I have to make sure I don't let him hit the floor. And he'll throw them sideways and he'll throw them straight and sideways and straight and I don't let him hit the floor.
Yeah, labs are good dogs.
Stina, that's funny.
Ever since I had that dog, I haven't been able to have another dog because every time I get one, it never adds up. So I'm like, no, we gotta get rid of this dog. We gotta give him somebody. It just doesn't add up, you know. After having like such a great dog, and I've had several really good dogs. Like when I was a kid, we had a Cocker Spaniel, and that dog was an awesome dog. I grew up with this dog, and
Nikki?
yeah,
Nikki?
no. That was our house dog later on when I was older. It was like a little poodle. It was a half Lhasa Apso and half poodle. So it was just a cool dog.
I've never heard of no Lhasa Apso.
Lhasa Apso.
What?
It's like they're from like I want to say like the dog is breed from Afghanistan or something. I don't know.
Say it again.
Lhasa Apso.
Lhasa Apso. Okay. Gotcha. Why am I in the wrong Facebook account again? Like, how many Facebook? Hey, how many?
I
you
don't
got,
know.
homie?
See, that's the account that I started on, but when I couldn't get into my account, so then I started another one. I don't
Why
know.
can't I go back to your other one?
You can't do it on Facebook. You have to do it on
Oh,
Safari. I can't
okay.
figure out how to get in Facebook
Gotcha.
on the Facebook app anymore.
I was looking at pictures. I wanted to show them this other picture.
But that Cocker Spaniel I had, that was a good dog. It like protected us because we grew up. The way I grew up was real poor when we were little, and we lived in an old house. And me and my brothers were some oak tree babies. We run around, no shirts on, and played in the mud, threw cow shit at each other. You know, catching snakes, catching chipmunks. You know, back when there used to be chipmunks, I don't ever see them anymore. But we're some real poor country people at first. No air conditioning, just box fan in the window.
Candy said, I bet y'all smelled wonderful as kids.
Yeah, we did. We didn't like baths when our mama made us take a bath. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's why I grew up, and this dog protected us. I mean, it would like kill snakes when we were.
Candy, go back outside. You smell like shit.
No,
That's hilarious. Here's Gus. We have a picture of Gus.
that's when he was real little.
This is when he
though.
was real little.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see it.
Oh, he was a beefed up dog though.
You know what? Hold on.
Yeah, that was a good dog. I bought that kennel. He never stayed in it. I never kept him in it. I could never keep him in it.
Sean's comment on this 10 years ago. 10 years ago, his comment was, he was the best dog in the entire world. And I said, yes, he was. So funny.
I ain't seen a lot of those pictures.
I
in a
know,
long
I haven't
time.
either. Get in my belly.
Bring back memory.
Mm-hmm. Look at them tan legs.
I know. Yeah. I gotta entertain people, isn't it?
Yeah,
Can't just
I
get
was looking
caught
for
up
some
on the
pictures of me
phone.
pregnant because I
Have
wanted
y'all
to
thought
show-
about getting another dog one day?
One day, but not while we have all these children.
Yeah, I don't know. Our kids want a dog,
They do want a dog. They've been begging
and
for a
I
dog.
want a dog too. But like I said, I mean, every dog I've gotten since Gus, I didn't bond with it. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about getting like a German Shepherd or something.
There's a picture of me pregnant. That was at my baby shower.
Yeah, I just don't. The only reason why we aren't getting a dog now is because the whole house breaking it right now. Like when I'm at work, she has a lot on her plate. We're trying to house break her kids. So
Pretty much.
we're gonna wait till we get them all house broke, and then we'll work on a dog.
This is my new car.
One day.
Did he send you these pictures?
No, I took those pictures and put them on my Facebook for him
Oh, okay.
to try to help him.
Gotcha. Where is... Oh, this is me the day I had Kenny. Kenny Poo.
The prettiest little girl. Can't really see that.
Yeah, you can't really see it, but that's me the day I had Kennedy. I guess right after I had her.
I wish I could remember where I bought Gus from, because then I would drive up there. So we're in Arkansas. I drove all the way to Arkansas to buy him. And I almost got the runt of the litter.
This when Coco broke his leg. This was his cast, you guys. When Coco broke his leg.
Yeah, that was horrible.
It was so bad.
Oh my God. That was a nightmare.
But he learned how to stand up and use his
could walk
cast
on
as
that
a
cast.
chair. He could walk in his cast, and he could...
It was bow-legged, but he could walk in that cast.
He would use his cast as a chair. Like, he would stand in front of the TV and just sit in his cast.
Coco is probably one of the toughest
Oh, gosh, yes. Definitely.
kids I've ever seen in my life.
It went up to over his belly button. And it only opened where his diaper was.
Yes. And the whole time, you had to work on trying to keep P from going up in his cast.
Yeah, his cast went all the way up to here. See, right there.
We gave her hell. And, like, we literally did a good job. But by the time, I mean, it was constant work with him to try to keep P and stuff from getting in his cast. I had it, like, taped up.
He would literally, Sean would literally tape his diapers to keep, because if it got on the cast, it would obviously smell.
I would tape all up underneath the cast, so that way, if, like, P, like, I took waterproof tape. We probably bought, I don't know how many things of waterproof tape, like medical tape, and I just taped all kind of stuff up to keep it from getting in there. That way it would get on the tape and the bandages instead of his cast. And then I would take it off and then take a hairdryer and lay him on his stomach and have a hairdryer blowing on his butt up his cast to try to dry it out. And, I mean, it was just crazy.
This is me and Gus.
It was hard, man.
This is me and Gus.
No, that's not Gus. That was a...
Oh, no, that was...
that was a dog that I didn't like.
Yeah, this was, what was... Piper.
Yeah,
this is Piper.
Piper, yeah. That dog was the scariest. That dog, literally, you couldn't put it in a car without it. It was scaring the crap out of it. It literally was scaring the crap
It would not
out of
get in the car. If you
dog
try to
was
take this
scared
out to
of
him, it would not
everything.
get in the car.
I seriously think we got it older, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't bond with it, because I didn't have it from the time I was a puppy. And I seriously think it had been abused or something.
Possibly.
So I felt bad
really
for
scary.
the dog. I felt bad for the dog, but I just never bonded with it. And, like, I don't know, it was just, it didn't, I don't know. The kids didn't really bond with it. It was a good dog. But somebody else, we gave it to somebody else.
Here's another picture of me as blonde.
Yeah, I was
Blonde and tan. It's been a long time since I've seen a lot of these pictures.
Yeah.
Lots of DM. Oh, Eli. I was looking for that other picture, but I couldn't find it. Where I was like across the way, and I was pregnant, and I was drinking this drink.
Let me see it.
But
I'll find it.
okay.
I think I know where it is.
Anyways, so this video, I always do long lives because I have so much fun when I get on.
I don't know why I'm linked to this guy's skydiving pictures.
He tagged you in them, obviously.
I don't think he did. I think I fell asleep and tagged myself in them.
How weird is that? I literally,
man. I've done it
someone actually, one of the people that don't like me, that talks about me, tagged someone else, to tag some of my pictures to someone else. Like, so one of the people that talked bad about me was obviously lurking on my Facebook. And they asked, because it said so-and-so tagged so-and-so to this picture. And they tagged another person that isn't really a supporter of mine. So I was like, Wow. Maybe they fell asleep looking through.
Look, I've fallen asleep on my phone and doing all kind of crazy stuff on Facebook.
Oh. Kennedy's away. Let me see. So this is the picture of me pregnant. Blind, pregnant. Well, I fell asleep one time and I accidentally texted someone. I think maybe what actually happened was I think that person may have called me because we're on a time difference. We're on a time difference, and I think maybe the person called me. You know how, like, if someone calls you, you can hit a button and these options will pop up, like, call you back later, I'm in a meeting. I don't know. Or maybe not. I think I sent him thank you. I think I said thank you or something. Like, it was just like one of those generic. Obviously, I was not asleep texting thank you, you know. I think somehow that, I don't know. But anyways, like 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm asleep, and a thank you went out to this person. And apparently it gave them cause for concern because they were like talking to someone else saying, I'm concerned about Leslie. She's texting me weird things in the middle of the night. And I'm like, it was 5 o'clock in the morning for me, and thank you's not very weird, you know, but okay. But anyways, so I'm going to get off because I want to record a few more videos tonight. I had fun with you guys tonight. Thank you to the people that super chatted. Thank you to everyone. Thank you for the super chats, you guys. I really appreciate them. People need to grow the heck up. All the drama and hate going on social media is so, yes, I watched Leslie Howe and started watching, yeah. I only watch Leslie now and started watching other things. Thank you, Natalie. Natalie, do you pronounce it Natalie? Because I feel like I'm saying it wrong. But I just kind of wanted to, I talked to someone today and they were telling me about, you know, the measures that, that video that I just posted has 1,000 views already.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I hate doing? I hate when you're like talking to two different people and one of them's like a really personal conversation and you accidentally freaking send the wrong text to the wrong person.
Didn't you do that to your boss one time?
I've done it to my boss like twice, and me and her were talking about, like, I don't know, but it was the most embarrassing thing that I've ever done in my life. I was like, oh my God, how do I explain this? It was crazy. I hate when you do that. So now, like, I delete, if it's not mine and her message at the very top, I delete it because I never want, I'm so used, the only person I really talk to on a regular basis is her. So I'm so used to just opening it up and texting her and not even looking sometimes, just texting her whatever I want to say to her, you know. And man, so I always delete it. Like I always delete it and get back in mine and her text because I've learned my lesson the hard way with that.
I texted my husband's ex-wife talking about her one time, meant to send it to my sister.
Yeah, it's always the worst thing that you could possibly say. It's never like, hey, or what's up, what are you doing? You know, it's always the worst, most embarrassing thing. You text it to somebody else. It's crazy.
One time, okay, my best friend, a girl that okay, she's one of my best friends. Her mom was kind of sketchy. And I was staying the night at my best friend's house, and me and my best friend and her mom went to my sister's house. Her mom asked to use my sister's bathroom. So my sister, you know, was like, yeah, sure. Well, after we left, my sister noticed that like $50 was missing off the dresser, off my sister's dresser. So my sister called me and was like, I think so-and-so stole.
Did you take my money?
Yeah, like not me, but she was like, you know, I think so-and-so took my money because she came in here in my room to go to the bathroom when y'all were here, you know, and I was like, and it kind of made sense because we knew at the time that her mom was going through some things, you know, that would give her reason to take money, if you catch my drift, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, so I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, I am so sorry. Like, I brought her to your house. Like, I shouldn't have done that. I'm so sorry. So I talked to my friend about it. We like get back to my friend's house. Me and my friend go to her room and I tell her, I'm like, look, $50 is missing off Flossie's dresser. And my friend was like, well, it wouldn't be I'm like, no, I know it was your mom. And she was like, oh, dang, like, I'm sorry. You know, so we call her mom in there. Like, we call her mom in the room. And I'm like, look, $50 is missing from Flossie's dresser. And, you know, we think you took it. And she was like, oh, no, I didn't take it. Of course not. I didn't take it. Like, I didn't see no money when I went in there. And obviously the only explanation was that she took it, you know. And so I picked my phone up to text Flossie saying, and I was like, of course, like I told you, she's denying it, but come on, we know she took it. Like, but she's denying it. I asked her, she said no, she's lying. And so I meant to text that to Flossie, but I actually texted to my friend's mom. And she was still sitting on the bed when her phone went off. And I was like, and I saw that I texted to her, and she like read it and just kind of nervously laughed. And I was like, I'm sorry, I meant to text that to Flossie. And
see, I'm like the opposite way. Like, somebody takes some money, I'm gonna be like, I know you took that money. You better give me that money back.
thank you, Natalie.
Somebody said, they text their husband, no, their landlord instead of their husband. So they said, and told my old landlord, I love you, babe. And I realized, I was like, oh my God, that's meant for someone else. Sorry. And he was like, I figured, no problem.
I figured. Kind of sounded like he was upset about it.
Man,
Well, darn, I figured.
I would be like, I love you too. I started to watch other types of channels now. This community is too toxic. I agree. I agree.
Cece, I think she's talking about like the whole community, but like the fighting all the time.
Yeah, she's saying.
I don't want to be linked to that community
Well, I
anymore.
always support.
Can
Leslie.
I be out on my own? I do not want to be linked to, like.
Yeah, you're like a renegade.
I'm a one man. I'm a one woman community.
Teen mom community.
Keep me over there.
Yeah.
Push all the other ones over here. I'm not with anyone. It's just Leslie. I have friends, obviously, you know, but I'm not.
I sent a video. It was to my boyfriend in Alaska while he was at work, and he sent it to my musician friend. Oh, it only had a few months.
Was it a?
Know what kind of video that was? It's the kind of video that a man gets when he's at work.
Oh, maybe.
Working away.
Yeah, I guess.
Out of town.
Yes, you're smart to get out. Everyone is suing each other now. I know. I'm not trying to be a part of that. Like, please, nobody sue me. Like, if, you know what? Like, Jeffrey Paschal from 90 Day Fiancé. I'm like, okay, he struck my daggone channel. He struck my freaking channel. And the way this works, if you get 3 community guideline strikes in a certain amount of time, they terminate your channel. And this dude could have just
you
can't
ever
me.
have a YouTube channel, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
this
you
dude
don't.
could have just messaged me and been like,
And the thing that he struck her, I'm sorry, go ahead.
he could have just been like, hey, can you take the video down? But he didn't. He didn't. He just struck it. But that's my thing is like people, I think people could talk about it, you know, and try to work it out, or agree to leave each other alone.
And this was
like leave each other alone.
This was what you call a real copyright strike. It removed the video automatically, everything.
See, that's what happens
like, totally removed it.
When you get a copyright strike, YouTube removes the video. They don't leave it up saying this video has been blocked. You know how like it was said that the reason my channel went down before was because of me playing Teen Mom, and the person that tried to prove it put 3 of my videos up that had been blocked by Viacom and had copyright claims. Well, he found 3 videos over the past like 2 months. Like one had been like a week before, one had been like a month before, and one had been like in the middle of that, like 2 or 3 weeks before. He like took like the last 3 videos that MTV had filed a copyright claim against, showing they were blocked. And he was like, see, these videos got her copyright strikes. No, because when YouTube hits you with a copyright strike, they remove it themselves.
Yeah.
They don't say blocked on it.
But and this dude hit her with a copyright strike. I say the wrong thing sometimes, but he hit her with a copyright strike. And if you get 3 of those, you're done.
They'll take your channel down.
So now, you're done. Like they remove your channel.
I'm thinking if I would have got 3 copyright strikes that time, like when Unirock was saying that I did, they probably would have took my channel down.
So
because that's what the email said. Sorry, babe.
So anyways, he gave her a copyright strike for posting his IG
Video.
IG video,
Yeah,
which everybody does. Okay, everybody records other people's IG lives, including this dude. He does it on his channel. He has other people's IG lives on his channel, and he gave her a copyright strike because she did it to his IG live, and then so what he did, yeah, exactly. That is a very much a
Hypocritical thing to do.
it's an asshole move because he's literally doing the same thing to other people, and then he hits her with a copyright strike
for what he does.
Yeah, for what he does, and she recorded it from his IG,
And
then he uploads his own IG to
give
YouTube,
it the copyright,
so he can
copyright protected.
so he can put a copyright on it and strike her, all because he doesn't like people's comments below. Well, if you don't like what people think about you, dude, it sounds like a personal problem, not a Leslie problem. Like, why take it out on her? You think you deleting it is going to change the way people think about you? And your copyright striking other people that, if he would have asked her, she would have took it down. She's not a hard person to work with unless you're married to her. No, I'm just kidding.
This is what I want to say about it. Okay, so he goes on IG Live and IG Lives are not protected by copyright. Okay, so I record it, I put it up on my channel, but because he has it up on his channel, it is therefore protected by copyright, and it's now his property. Now, do you guys know the Dominic Natty show that all of these 90 Day Fiancé people are going on and doing streams with? Okay, Dominic Natty has a YouTube channel, has a podcast and a radio show, okay? When he brings people on to do interviews, he does it on IG, but he uploads it to his YouTube
so he can copyright it.
He uploads it to his YouTube, he uploads it to his, radio, and he plays it on his podcast, okay? So his IG Lives that he posts to are protected by copyright. But Jeffrey has taken several of Dominic Natty's videos and uploaded it to his channel. He's taken Varia's, he's taken Mary's, he's taken Dominic Natty's and uploaded, okay? So therefore now it becomes like his content as well if he tries to. So I had put Varia's up and a stream with Lisa and Rocco. I think that's his name. I put the Rocco and Lisa IG Live up and the Varia Live up. So after Jeffrey hits me with a copyright strike for his IG Live, I message him and I'm like, look, you very well could have asked me to take it down. Like, my channel, I really depend on it because, like, I have to have this.
People have her IG Lives up.
I don't care. Yeah, post them all day long.
Who cares?
I have to have my channel because, like, if not, I have to get a job where I have to put my kids in daycare, and that's really not feasible for us because daycare would cost more than what I could probably make at, like, a job around here. So, like, I really, people are not everyone's bad. Like, I get it. He gets a lot of crap from a lot of people for the things that he's done, the accusations against him with, like, beating his girlfriend and, like, holding her hostage or whatever the accusations are. He's a lot of crap.
Personal
but
problem.
I feel like he still needs to give people a chance to prove that they're going to be turds or whatever, So, like, I'm a very nice person. I try to push, like, positivity on my channel. I try not to be negative. I give anyone a chance. Like, even with the accusations against you, I wanted to believe that you are a good guy. But now I'm kind of like, this was a butt move, like, you didn't have to do that. And he responds saying, well, you're coming at this wrong because you should have asked me to upload it. Not I should ask you to take it down, but you should have asked me to even upload it. And I'm like, I'm sorry, big star. I didn't know how to get in touch with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, all other celebrities, their IG Lives are uploaded to other people's channels. It's not a big deal. You're making it a big deal. But then I was like, he said, and you were not doing a good job at moderating the comments.
Yeah,
that's why I hit it with a copyright strike, because you were not keeping an eye on the comments. So then I'm like, all right, whatever, that's fine, take it off. But maybe in the future, maybe give people a chance and be nice and ask them. Then I messaged him again because I'm like, crap, I have the Varia live stream up and I have Lisa's live stream up both of which are on his channel as well. So then I started getting scared that he was going to hit me with a copyright strike for those. So I messaged him and I was like, hey, look, I have Varia's live stream up on my channel, and I have Lisa's live stream IG live up on my channel as well. I don't know how to get in touch with them, but since you said I should have asked you, do you know a way I can get in touch with them so I can ask them if they're okay with me posting their lives on my channel? And he said, I said, because I really don't want anybody else to strike me, you know. And he said, well, if any of these lives are, get this, okay, he said, this is what he said. Well, if any of these lives are the same live streams that have been posted to Jeffrey Patchell's account, YouTube account,
Trying to act like it's some third party.
He will also strike those as well, which meaning that would be 3 strikes, game over for my channel, all because he couldn't say. And here's the thing. I got Jeffrey was IG Live one time, and I said, would you be willing to do an interview? And he said, go to my manager and talk to her. Okay, Jeffrey. So I went to his IG part where it said management or email or something, and I emailed him. Well, when I emailed him, the email address was jeffreypatchell@whatever.com. It was like his name. And I asked him, like, hey, I'm a YouTuber. I'm still a small channel, but I'm growing, and I would love to get into doing interviews with some of the cast members for the reality shows that I cover. I would love to have you on to do an interview. Please get back to me as soon as possible. And, like, later that day, I get an email from, like, entertainment management, something, you know, saying...
Something's right. I mean, just...
Saying,
it's a load of crap.
Thank you for your interest in wanting to do an interview with our client, Jeffrey Patchell. Please send us an email with links to other interviews that you have done in the past. So I'm like, well, damn, I haven't really done any except with like Matt Beyer, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, my channel is still new and growing. I usually just cover reality TV, but I want to get into doing interviews. So this would technically be my first interview. But I would be more than willing to not do it on a live. That way we don't have people like flooding with questions. I can send him a list of the questions before the scheduled live. If there's any that he wishes not to answer, he can omit them or change them to his liking. If that would be better, you know. And I never heard. What, babe?
Yeah. All right.
So this weird entertainment management is what messaged me back after I messaged Jeffrey's account, right? So then when he hits me with a copyright strike, I messaged Jeffrey, to which I got a message back from Jeffrey saying, you should ask me if you could even post it, and you should have monitored the comments better, because I have kids too, and I don't want them reading this garbage about me. And I'm like, well, I doubt they're reading my YouTube channel garbage. They're probably reading, you know, Us Weekly or something. They're probably they're not coming to my channel. Yeah. All the other people that's talking crap about you. I wasn't even talking crap about you.
100,000 subscribers that they're talking crap about him.
Then it's funny because the second time or like the third time that I messaged him, you know, we're corresponding, and he's being him. But then all of a sudden I get a message from his email, Jeffrey Patchell, acting like he's the management team again. We think he forgot to switch his emails
out. Over to his manager's email.
Because he literally was like...
talking about himself in the third party.
In the third party, yeah. Like if any of the live streams that you are referring to are also streams that have been uploaded to Mr. Jeffrey Patchell's account, YouTube channel, Mr. Patchell will also strike them as well. And I'm like...
It's so goofy.
What?
It's like, dude, come on. Who are you kidding?
I need to post a daggone emails to show what he does.
Yeah.
Because now I'm like, you're a turd. Like I literally just told you, like, you didn't have to do it. All you had to do was ask me to take it down. I would have been more than willing to take it down. I could have cut the comments off. Like, you did. And then I thought we kind of come to some type of an agreement, you know, because I was like, okay, I get it. I could have disabled the comments. I should have probably asked. Had I known that you would respond, I would have asked. Had I known that it would have been a big deal to you, I would have reached out.
What it is he wants to control. He wants to... Because I got mad then, and I wrote him a little comment on one of his videos.
And he deleted it.
Just to see if he was going to delete it.
He did.
And I was like, dude, you're a butthole, whatever. You didn't have to do that. Like, you're a hypocrite. You're literally giving people copyright strikes for the same thing that you do, and like that could mess her channel up. And it's her first copyright strike. So now we're all like stressing and worried because if she gets two more, then her channel gets deleted or whatever. And so I'm like mad, and I like and I'm like, I guarantee he's gonna delete it.
He did.
Or no, she told me,
I
she's like,
said it.
he's
I was
gonna
like,
delete
he's
it.
gonna delete it.
And I started scrolling down his video, right? And I'm like looking at all the comments, and they're all good comments. I'm like, nobody has all good comments.
I don't even have all
Nobody.
good comments.
Yeah,
And I'm a
nobody.
saint. Pretty
And
much.
so I'm like, okay, this dude obviously screens his comments, and it wasn't. It
I'm like,
was
I don't
like
have
the next
time for
day,
that.
it was deleted.
I don't have time to screen all my comments. I really don't. Like back when I only had like 1 or 2 videos going, that people were commenting on. But now I'll have like 10 videos at once that people are commenting on. I constantly get ding, ding. If I leave my comment thing on, I'll get ding, 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 which is why I have to leave it off, which I'm thankful for. I'm very thankful for.
Yeah, not complaining at all. But
Sorry, honey, you have to speak to the manager before I can do the dishes, right?
this dude, and he just wants to control it, and he wants to monetize. He wants to receive all the money for it. He doesn't want anybody else having one of his IG lives monetized. So he wants to receive all 75 cents that he's going to get from his video being monetized, his IG live. I mean, let's be real.
I'm gonna see how many.
I'm pretty sure people like the Big
Big Ed.
Ed better
than they like
him. And, both of them are pretty
You
bad.
was like big head, no neck head. Who is he? Okay, like right now, Jeffrey Patro has 11,000 subscribers, which he's moving.
Yeah, and
But
honestly,
here's the thing. I want to say this. Hold on. He has 52 videos up, and he has 11,000 subscribers. Rosemary, she has like 4 videos up and has like 300,000 subscribers.
she just got rich.
Yes, I'm so happy for her.
I'm happy for her too.
I'm so happy for her.
I'm happy for her and her dad because I watched the one episode with Ed over there, and he's like, when you go to other people's country.
She has 473,000 subscribers.
Yeah, that's
with 4
awesome.
videos.
I don't think she might not have received her first check, but
No, she will this month on the 21st.
They are about to get rich, especially over there, because in those kind of countries, they make like $13 a week, And so
it's awesome because she didn't get paid for being on the show either.
yeah, and now Ed is like, anyways, yeah, I'm just happy for them because I hate to see people struggling in poverty like that. Like, I've been around the world, seen a lot of people that are extremely poor. So, I'm glad that. And then Ed was like rude as crap over there.
Shave your legs. What?
Yeah, and then like he's like,
Your
what is
breath is
that?
not pretty.
What is that? A rat or
She
a
goes,
mouse?
She goes, a mouse?
Yeah, what do you think, dude? You know what a rat is?
She's going to earn, okay, so for next month, her check next month, as of right now, will be about $15,000.
Her monthly.
Last month, I checked it at the end of last month, and it was $17,000.
That's awesome. Like her and her dad and her family are all about to live great over there, and they deserve it.
The way the show works is the only people they pay are the people from the U.S. So like, and that person can pay the other person, their boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever.
Yeah.
Which is what they're supposed to do because
But
they
Ed
can't
didn't.
pay. The network over here cannot pay people that live out of the country unless they're on like a work visa or something to that effect. So the deal is supposed to be is they pay the one person that lives in the U.S. and they split it with, like Avery was supposed to split it with Ash. I don't know if she did. Ed was supposed to split it with Rose, but he didn't.
No, he didn't. He tried to say he did. He tried to say.
But
he sent
Rose
money,
said that
but
he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't. I believe Rose.
Darcy had to split it with Tom, but she probably didn't. I wouldn't have split it with Tom probably.
Which one was Tom?
Tom was the one that hit on every woman.
Who was the guy who did the classes for?
That was Ash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Ash.
How did that work out?
They broke up.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
She was kind of.
She was very pretty. I like
Yeah,
her.
but she was a little overbearing.
She
huh?
was.
She was a little
I mean,
crazy.
well, she didn't know if she could trust this man, and she couldn't. because like he lied. He got caught on the tell-all line. He's like, she was like, her and Tom started arguing.
Tom was lying.
Well, no. Okay, so Avery and Tom were talking, and Tom was like, I'm not going to be on here if Avery's going to stay on here. And everybody's like, dang, why?
girl.
Like, what happened?
The girl, Avery.
Avery, the long brown hair, not his partner that was on the show, but Ash's partner.
Okay.
Ash's partner. And so he hangs up. And everybody's like, what happened? Why is he being that way? And she was like, well, right after me and Ash broke up,
Avery,
Tom messaged me and was wanting to go out to dinner. And said, we're both attractive people. I'm attracted to you. You're attracted to me. Maybe we should see if we like each other. And then Ash tells Avery, like, I know Tom been texting you. He sent me the whole conversation. Why are you trying to date other men? I've seen all the texts. So she was mad at Tom for sending texts to Ash. But Tom was like, no, I didn't. I didn't send the messages to him. And then they caught Ash in a lie live on TV. And she was like, see, that's why I don't trust him. And I'm like, I see there, girl. That's a little manipulative. Like, I mean, to be like, oh, I already know. Maybe I've done that before. I've probably done that before, though. Like, well, I already know. Tell me. And
You've
really
asked me
know.
questions you already knew the answer to.
Yeah, but I didn't have solid proof. But I may have said, like, I already know this for sure.
I absolutely love your
Thank you,
content,
Ashley.
honestly, and the vibe between you and your husband is so uplifting. Appreciate it. It's not always like this. Sometimes I'm like,
Thank you so much, Ashley. He's lying. He loves me.
no, sometimes she's like,
Sometimes. When Tom hit on Lisa, okay, that was like, because Lisa, I wish I could get Lisa on my channel because, like, I would call her out. Like, I would love to call Lisa out on a live stream. Like, girl, you are like, no, not every woman in America is like that, Lisa. Usman.
Lisa
is like the rah one that don't let nobody speak.
The one that could not figure out that she was getting played.
Well, no, I don't think Usman was playing her because he didn't want to come to the States.
Oh,
Usman.
I thought Usman was. I thought
No,
he
he
wanted
said
to
on the
come be
tell-all
like
he
a
don't wanna
rapper
come.
and all.
Well, see, that's what I thought too. Who thought Usman
Somebody
only
said
wanted?
no. That was.
Well, he kept
that
talking
was out
about coming
there.
to the United
And
States.
he wanted to be in the music industry, didn't right? Or
Well, he
did
is.
Did I make this all up?
He's a rapper, Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Soulja
Yeah.
Boy.
And we already got a Soldier Boy.
We already have a
He's
Soulja
got to
Boy.
come up with another name.
So I thought Usman was using her honestly because, like, I mean, she was older. She didn't really look like his type, and like his friends were like calling her fat and stuff. And he kept talking about like, we get married and go to the U.S., go to the U.S., go to the U.S. But then in the tell-all, he was like, I'm not going to the U.S. I don't want to. So I don't know if he changed. Oh, you know what? I guarantee you, I figured this out. I figured it out. He used Lisa because he wanted to come to the U.S. But once he met Lisa and he sees how she is, now he's refusing to come.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to be married
yeah.
to you, but I'm not coming over there.
Yeah. Because over there in
On
those kind
SpongeBob?
of cultures, they like women are a lot different. It's not like American and like Western culture. Like in Afghanistan, women could not even show their face. Like when we drove by women, they literally stopped and covered their face up. So, and he comes from a Muslim country, so I'm sure Lisa was a little intense for him
Oh,
as
gosh,
far as
yes.
women.
When his
Because-
brothers met Lisa, they were all like,
She was intense for me. I was like, oh man, no way.
at the reunion, she ate everybody's head off. Like it wouldn't even be speaking to her really, and she would just attack.
He wants,
Right? The only thing he's going to meet within the U.S. is a lawsuit from the real Soldier Boy, right?
yeah, exactly.
What's his song? Baby Girl Lisa or something?
Lisa is too aggressive.
Yeah, I don't feel like he really likes Lisa anymore.
No, I don't
Hold
think
on,
anybody knows.
listen.
Oh, but listen.
I thought I heard Kennedy.
No, I hear Kenny. I hear.
Kaden, will you go make me some yogurt?
They've announced SpongeBob is
Do you
gay.
know how to do that? In the bag granola.
Look,
Will you go make me some yogurt? Kaden don't know how to do it. I didn't know SpongeBob was gay.
that's crazy. Like, why?
SpongeBob can't be gay. He's a cartoon.
Why does sexual preferences even have to enter TV?
I don't
Like,
think they
that's a
should
bedroom
because our
thing.
kids are watching it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you raise your kids to be the way you want them to be, and then when they get older, they'll be the way they want to be. But I don't think that type of I don't think it needs to be introduced at a young age like that. Like any of it. Like okay, like one of the characters from Elmo that they said a while back that he was gay. One of the characters from Elmo, I don't remember which one, and I'm like, why? Why are we even talking about a cartoon character being anything? Straight, gay, anything. They should be cartoon characters. They're fake. They're not doing it with nobody. How they gay? How they straight? How they anything? They don't do it with anybody. Like, you know, and I just say that because I don't want my kids to be watching SpongeBob and for anything sexually related to come in on the screen or to come into play, which they say SpongeBob got some sexually undertoned messages as well. I don't know. Thanks, babe. Didn't SpongeBob have a foot fetish? I don't know. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Sean has one. I'm just picking. But Sean really does, he thinks I have pretty feet.
She does have pretty feet. For feet. I mean, she has really pretty feet. I mean, like, one thing, when I look at a woman, when I used to look at women, one thing, I don't know. She just has nice looking legs and feet.
Ask her why.
I don't agree with canceling what?
Paw Patrol. Why are they canceling Paw Patrol?
Oh, because of the one cop is one dog is a cop.
I mean, I think that's out of hand.
Yeah, well, like I said, there's no discernment at all whatsoever anymore. It's like, just cancel everything.
Make Chase a good cop, you know? Show him as a good cop.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's coming from, I don't know. I feel like the media is pushing a lot of stuff. Like, I feel like the media in the last 10 years has pushed, it's almost like they want a bigger divide between, you know, the different races. I don't know. It's like everything, I don't know. That's the way it seems to me.
You recognize that?
Yeah. I've been seeing that.
Is that the same one you think?
Yeah. Everything is cancel culture. I'm scared to even say anything these days. I know. Like, when you're on a YouTube channel, you're constantly scared to say something that's like, you don't want people to take it the wrong way, you know? And that's something that is happening right now. Is you could say something and it sound a certain way and people will take it that way, but you meant something completely different by it, you know? So you got to really watch yourself.
Ashley Leach. One of my best friend's husband is into, like, Amish dresses?
Amish dresses.
Amish? That's
Hold on. What does this say?
Bonnet and all.
Amish
Amish
dresses.
dresses?
That is weird.
But fetish is light work.
I guess we're not supposed to judge anybody. Wow, that's weird, though. That's freaking weird.
Get your bonnets on.
You got a bonnet?
I would wear a bonnet.
No, you're not gonna wear a bonnet. I'm
Why?
wearing a bonnet.
That's crazy, Ashley. Look, we're friends.
I just didn't. you know, it's not so much a foot fetish. I just didn't want a woman to have like really manly looking feet and like, I mean, I don't want a woman with like looking like got troll feet, hair on them.
If you have hair on your feet, we love you anyways. Yeah, see, I was scared to kind of come on and do the video tonight, and I have a few videos I'm gonna do either tonight or tomorrow, where it's gonna kind of talk about this, and I'm nervous because I don't want to say something that seems like I'm being insensitive to the subject, because I'm not at all. Like I understand there's an issue, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, I definitely think there's an issue, but you know, especially you know, you said classy mom said, especially when you have a southern accent like us, no matter what I say, it's assumed something else. I feel like that is the case in a lot of different, like, especially on like the YouTube world, but like in the South, I honestly think that people get along better in the South than they do in a lot of other parts of the country. And I've been to other parts of the country and I've seen it and I've heard different things. And I honestly believe that there's more racism outside of the places like the South now. Not, and I'm sure it hasn't always been that way, but
next stream, I'm coming out with a bonnet and barefoot. Oh crap! I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Dang, I had something I really wanted to say and I forgot. Oh, I think up north people are just busier and like dead, like because a while ago Kels was like, I'm from the north and we're fine. Like I don't think it's all places, but like a few places that I've been to, like they just aren't like. And I don't think they're rude. They're just going about their way. Like here, if you pass somebody, you're gonna, maybe it's because we're nosy. Maybe that's what it is. We're gonna look and we're gonna be like, hey, how you doing? I literally wave almost the entire time I'm, like I wave a lot while I'm driving. Just like if I see them looking in my car, I'm like, hi, you know what I'm saying? How you doing? Like our mailman, I talk to all the time. Like our neighbors, like we're friendly. Like, you know, like we just all talk, you know, probably aggravating to some people, but
I just think that a lot of people have this perception of Southern people or like the South being
it's not as bad as it used to be.
yeah, the South being so racist and like I don't know.
Exactly, Lisa.
I think some of the I don't know. I think it's changed a lot.
Really bad. See, I feel like back when I was growing up, there was a lot of it. Now it's getting a lot better. Oh, thank you, Ashley Leach.
There was cases of it when I was like where I grew up, and like there was incidents, but it was kind of like on both sides, you know, and it was just like little small incidents, and I don't even know if it was really serious, more like just kid crap, you know, and then but I don't know. I know, like when they changed the school zones in Georgia to make more white people, put more white people in one school, high school, and put more black people, you know, to kind of spread it, because one school was predominantly black and then one school was predominantly white, because like one was like kind of in like the downtown area of Nona, and then the other was like kind of like in the country area or whatever. And at first there was like some incidents, you know, but I don't know if I think it was more because we were rival football teams, you know, like so at first people didn't really get along, and there was like some fights that broke out between white people and black people, but then after, you know, a couple years, everything was fine. Everybody was good to go, you know.
I mean, I do remember when Hurricane Katrina hit, and so many people from New Orleans and down south come up here and came to our schools. And there was some fighting that went on when it first happened. But it got better, you know.
Atlanta was one of my favorite places though because I've told Nene like everybody got along in Atlanta. Like it didn't matter what color you were. Like everybody went. When I was like 17, I was going to the club and stuff, and like it didn't matter what color you were. There was everybody in the club. So, you know, everybody, black people, white people, everybody was there, just partying, having a good time, going to the club. You know.
Honestly, when I was young, going to I always call it the bar. Seems I have more fun when there was a lot more colored people there because they just like can be the life of the party sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, I had a lot of fun no matter what, but the bar that I went to had mainly colored people in it because like they played like rap music and it wasn't like a country bar, even though I called it a bar. It was more club. Like there was another bar way out of town that was a bar that played like old country music, and that was mainly like where the older like white people would go. But then like the bar that I went to played like hip hop, rap, you know, music that I grew up on. Right,
Yeah.
Classy Mom. People have to change, you know?
I mean, yeah, if you wanted to see a fight or somebody get stabbed, you went to the old bar. Which I don't know. They had a pretty good
They had a
number
lot
of
of fights
fights
at Bedrock.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
yogurt is
remember that
so
one
good.
time we were there and pepper sprayed everybody?
There you go, Ashley. I was determined. Hashtag Team Bonnet. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Country rap is becoming a big thing now, apparently, too. Yeah.
I don't know if I like it.
I kind of like it.
It's kind of weird.
I mean, it's different than, like, country music than what used to be. But things evolve, you
I
know.
like country music. I like old country music, and then I like some rap. But I kind of quit listening to rap because there's a lot of cussing and stuff in it. My kids are like riding around
No.
singing. They were.
They
and I
were.
quit.
Because he used to listen to
Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates.
I like Kevin Gates, but I don't listen to him anymore because
I love Kevin
my
Gates
kids
and his
be
music.
walking around
but,
singing Kevin Gates.
and I'm like, wait, what? What
So
did you just
so I had to
say? And
quit.
it's like, I got 2 phones. And I'm like, no, you don't. You better shut up. Like, I'm like, dude, really? Like, what was some of the other ones? What was the song about lie? The lie song.
Stop lying.
Stop Line. Bobby used to like Stop Line.
Uh,
I said
I don't
a bad
get
word
tired.
on accident. I didn't know it was a bad word. I found out it was a bad word.
yeah.
Caden said a bad word on accident. Didn't know it was a bad word.
I don't. Yeah. I got 6.
I got
jobs,
6 jobs. I don't get tired. I used to say, I got 6 kids and I stay tired.
Oh yeah, I love rock.
Bedrock was the name of the club that we used to go to.
I like 5 Finger Death Punch and like I like a lot of rock. Metallica, old Metallica. You know, I grew up in the '90s, so I was a lot of rock, a lot of southern rock, a lot of classic rock. Yeah, I like Deftones. It's been a long time since I listened to Deftones.
What's I think 5 Finger Death Punch was one of the ones that I like that you listened to.
I don't know if you like them.
No, I think I did.
You might have some of their songs. You probably like some of their songs, yeah. Chevelle. Disturbed. I love Disturbed.
We live in Louisiana. Mr. Summerton. I love Reba Garth, Toby Keith, George Strait, Michael Jackson. Wait, he's different than that.
See, I'm like a George Strait.
Love George Strait.
Like
Kenny
Hank
Chesney.
Williams, Jr.,
Yeah.
Waylon Jennings. I like a lot of old country?
One of our songs was by Waylon Jennings.
Oh.
I would play it, but I don't know if it would get me.
Seen Five Finger Death Punch in concert 3 times in concert. I wish I could. I love Five Finger Death Punch.
I now could listen to country, but I don't know the names of many artists. Really?
Like Jason Aldean.
I
His
love
old stuff,
Jason Aldean.
Jason Aldean's good. His old
I
stuff.
like old Garth Brooks too. Yeah.
What else?
Chris Stapleton is bomb.
What else we used to
Bomb.com. Thunder
I
Rolls.
like Chris.
Yeah.
Chris Stapleton. Yeah.
I think I'm getting a Charlie horse.
What's that other band I listen to all the time now? I don't know because it's on my phone. It
It's
just
on your
plays all the
phone.
time.
Go get your phone.
Where? That's in my pocket. I'm not used to having it. Let's see.
My husband used to play Good Hearted Woman. Wanted
It's all
a
man. It starts with a
woman
W.
to something. I know what you're talking about. To
Whiskey Myers. I really like Whiskey Myers. See, I like a lot of Texas country. Like
I like
Randy
Remember
Rod.
When. Randy Rogers. I
Randy
like Randy
Rogers
Rogers. We sing
band.
Randy Rogers band.
I love Texas country. That's probably one of my favorite genres.
Nirvana. Where did you sleep last night?
Ryan Bingham.
I remember Clay Walker. Oh yes, I remember the first time me and my boyfriend Michael. The first time me and Michael broke up. I listened to Clay Walker music like all day as I cleaned house, crying. I don't remember what song it was though. And I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? I'm so heartbroken, but I can't stop listening to this sad music. What song was it? I gotta find out. Thank God I didn't end up with. Never mind.
I like Brandon Jenkins too, and
Oh, so corny. Literally so corny.
what?
I think it was. I'm not even gonna say what it was because I'm so stupid.
What? Which one?
This one.
Oh yeah.
I'm such a fool.
Good night, everybody. I'm about to go to bed. Good night, baby.
Love strawberry wine too. That's what it was. That's what it was, Rebecca. It was this woman and this man like literally washing dishes. Like there was this woman. There was this man. Like so heartbroken. That's like I'll always remember that. Somebody screenshot that face, I bet. Somebody's gonna get a screenshot of that face with me going and put it on a damn Twitter account. Whoops. That's okay, because I don't do Twitter, so it won't be. I won't see it anyways. Emily, she said they grew apart and she wants more kids. I'm sorry, that's cop out to me. Wait, what? Grew apart and she wants more. Who? I love Clay Walker. I remember when, like, the rumor went around that he died. Do y'all remember that? I love me some Madonna. I like Madonna. I like her music. I don't really like her as a person. I don't know why, but like I can listen to her music and I like her music. But like when I see her as a person, I'm just like, she seems like she would be like chip on her shoulder type of person. You know what I'm saying? Oh, twangy country. Too many fun Quentin Rogers and A-Tracks. I understand that. But I love it though. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna get off. Dixie Chicks, yes. Yep. Flossie can sing the Dixie Chicks really good. Flossie can sing really well, which I don't know if I ever told you guys that. My mods have seen videos. Well, Cheryl. I don't know if Cheryl has seen Flossie singing, but back before I added Cheryl as a mod, I sent my mods videos of Flossie singing. Probably back around Christmas time. I think that's when it happened. But
Do you have to record any more tonight?
I was thinking about recording one more, and that was it. I'll edit it tomorrow. Trying to pick up everything in one hand.
Yeah.
Dixie Chicks. But Earl had to die.
Hey, what happened with the Dixie Chicks though?
They
Something
got
happened-
canceled.
Yeah, because
they spoke out against
what was it?
one of our
The
presidents.
president. Which one was
Bush.
it?
Bush.
Was it Bush? Was
George
it that
Bush.
long ago?
It was George Bush. They spoke out against George Bush because he, like, when the Twin Towers were hit, and he sent the troops in, they were, like, over there somewhere, and they was like, we are disgusted with our president,
Yeah,
or
they're in
something
Europe
to that
somewhere.
effect.
Yeah.
And they were
Nobody liked
canceled.
them.
They were canceled.
Taking off radio and everything.
Yeah, canceled. Yeah, they said they were ashamed to be from Texas.
Oh. I should have been shot for that. Texas is one of my favorite places to live. I love Texas. We need to
So
move to
wild.
Texas.
Not moving to Texas.
We need to.
No.
I'm like moving.
Dixie
Cool.
Chicks did a Jane Fonda, exactly.
Yeah, Jane Fonda.
Sean don't like Jane Fonda. Don't get him started on Jane Fonda. He cannot stand Jane Fonda.
Yeah.
Whoa.
She's a traitor. She should be kicked out of the United States or tried for treason, honestly. What she did was treason, no doubt.
I used to love Madonna, but I can't really support it as much when she tried sexually talking about my righteous Lord Jesus being on the cross. It was blasphemous and sacrilegious. I just watched Jane Fonda for the same reason, Sean. Yeah. I do like Texas, though. That's where Sean's parents live. It's beautiful in Texas. Like, if I wasn't so, like, such a homey girl and, like, family person, I would, Sean, did you, Sean, I'm sorry, Rebecca, Sean probably put his daggone phone in his pocket and how do we unhide her?
I don't know. I can't do it. I'm trying. I don't know how I do it.
They're from San Antonio. They live in San Antonio.
How do I unhide it?
You can't. Hey, can you try to say something, Rebecca? Try to say something and see if he
I think just the comment was
I think it's
hidden.
just the comment that was hidden. See if you can say something else. Okay, Candy fixed it. Thank you, Candy.
How'd she do that?
I don't know.
I don't need to be a moderator.
I'm gonna do my membership sometime this week. I'm gonna update my merch. I got some good ideas for merch. And Sean and the kids are gonna be going somewhere next week, and I'll be here a good bit, and I'll probably be able to do streams during the day. What I'm gonna do though is, as much as I love doing streams and just like chit-chatting the whole time, what I'm going to do is whatever topic we're doing the stream about, I'm going to hop on, do the topic in the video, and we'll come back and chat about it or something to that effect, because I don't know how to edit the videos. Like, once I put them up, I don't know how to edit them. Like, I can edit them after I record them. Like, I record them on my phone, stop, edit, put it up. But if I'm doing a live, I don't know how to edit it once it's already there. I cannot do it. Not at all. I don't know how. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump on during the day, whatever topic we want to discuss, do a quick stream about it that will be a perfect little video, and then end it and come back and we'll discuss it. And it'll just be like discussion of whatever video. That way we can talk about it. So, that's true, Stina. Sean, really? Sorry, guys. Yes, I will leave the discussion up. I'm sorry. Yeah, he does not know what's appropriate, and he don't know. Okay. Wash your hands. Y'all hear that? He throws the lid down. Like,
Washing my hands.
Wash your hands, do 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 do. Wash your hands, do 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 do. Wash your hands. Kennedy loves that song. Brush your teeth, do 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 do. Brush your teeth, do 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 do. Kennedy likes that music. She watches Toys and Colors, and she's obsessed with them. Yes, if you pee on stream, you must wash your hands. Okay, I'm so gonna get off, you guys. Cassandra. Thank you to everyone that hopped on. You guys, I have 128 people watching. To prove to me that you're not a hate watcher, hit the like button. Let's see if we can get it up quickly, 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 quickly. I want to see how quick we can get it up. Don't be a hate watcher. Don't be a hate watcher. I already have 5 hate watchers, but let's see. Let's see. 73. 79. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hit the like button. 80. Come on. 85. Thank you to everyone that... Somebody thumbs me down. That's it. See, I got a hate watcher. Thumbs me down. That's okay. I hope you had fun tonight anyways. You cannot watch a stream this long that you don't like, though. Really? Can you? Can you guys watch a stream for 2 hours that you really don't like? I wouldn't be able to. Like, there's people that I don't like. They actually took it off, so it must have been an accident. But there's people in the community that I don't really care for as people because of things that they've done, you know. I can't watch them for 2 hours. I just can't. Because I'm just like, ugh. No, you know, like, so I'm not going to watch them for 2 hours. Which probably probably what's happening is they're coming in, hitting the thumbs down, and then leaving. Whatevs. We got 94 thumbs up, so thank you, everyone. I was hoping we would at least get 100 thumbs up, but hey, that's okay. We done good with the 94. We got 126 people watching, 94 thumbs up, so that's still good. I'm still going to be probably like in the 98% for likes over dislikes. I always do really good with that. Like if you go to my videos, you just click on them, you see the likes versus dislikes. It's always way higher for the likes than the dislikes. So I'm always like, ha ha ha, suck on that, haters. Anyways, I'm going to get off. Yeah. If you say you don't like someone but know everything they do, then you're a fan. Exactly, Stina. Exactly. Absolutely. Peach was canceled in January. But you come back with a different name, stronger and better than ever. Okay, anyways, thank you guys. I had a fun time with you, and I will read the Leah Messer's book on my channel. I may start it when Cheyenne leaves and just go every night, read. It took me 2 nights on my Patreon to read it, but a lot of people did ask for me to do it on here too because they can't afford to be a member of my Patreon. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read the book on this channel. So if you are not subscribed to the channel and you want to hear what the book is about, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, make sure you turn it on for like all notifications or something, because I will be doing that. So thank you, everybody. Hope you guys have... Emily, don't tell them that. Don't tell them. Leah Messer's book, Hope, Grace, and Faith. It's about her upbringing, and it's a really good book. Hold on, I'm going to say this. Kaden, go look in the dining room on the big bookshelf that's in the wall, and get me the book on that shelf that's called like Hope, Grace, and Faith. The book is a pretty good book. I've seen mixed reviews on it, but I really enjoyed the book, and it told a lot of like shocking things, even stuff that we didn't tell you guys about before the book came out. How do I say book? Book. I don't know. So anybody that's here that was here when I read the book on the Patreon, how did you guys feel about it? Was it good or no?
I ain't got your big cosmic booty all in the camera.
Y'all seen that cosmic booty? It's no longer a cosmic booty because I quit eating cosmic brownies.
Pretty cosmic booty still.
Facebook. How do I say book different?
I don't know.
Book. Book. Mostly book out. Book. I don't know. Well, thank you guys. I'm flattered that you like the way I say book. I'm trying to figure out if I say it different. Like if there's something that am I dragging that, like, similar? It was very similar to the one that I was wearing. Similar? Do I say that different? I know I say all different.
Maybe we could get a lot of views.
Did you get the book?
I couldn't find the book.
You have got to be kidding me.
I'll get it.
It's on the bookshelf that's stuck in the wall in the dining room.
Yeah. I couldn't find it.
Caden can never find anything. He would lose his head if it was not attached to his body.
Wait, tell me it's not in the
It was literally standing up on the book.
It's standing up on the bookshelf. Yes, Sonny Marshall, you just subscribed to my Patreon. Thank you so much.
I thought that was a picture.
So this is the book. Similar. So this is the book. It's 164 pages. It only took me 2 Patreon streams to read this book, and it was really good. So I liked it.
I wonder how many likes we could get, or how many views we could get of you picking up stuff and putting your booty on the camera all the time.
I don't know, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm going to start making 3-second videos of me bending over and sticking my butt in the camera.
That's what that one girl did, Mia Stauffer or whatever. What's her name?
Mika Stauffer? What about
Yeah,
it?
like at one point, I watched this video about her, and at one point she started doing like bathing suit I don't know, like modeling bathing suits or something on her YouTube. Just like, they said she did it just for like views or whatever. You know?
ASMR booty and foot fetish streams. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys.
That says,
Wait, that didn't even make a noise when I shut it. Oh, it's out of reach. Hold on, I really can't get it. Hold on, I really can't get it.
put Dad's booty.
That was really loud. Sorry.
Big booty all in the camera.
Yes, Sonny, it's still there.
I want to see how much booty you put in there.
That was a lot of booty. That was a lot of booty in that one because it really went too far. I couldn't get it. I like how Jeffree Star like does his fingernails on his teeth and you hear it like click, 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 click. We call my booty cosmic booty because I started eating cosmic brownies like all the time. And my butt grew from it. Like, promise you, I'm not lying. My butt literally grew from eating cosmic brownies. So now I'm trying to tone it up. Someone actually said,
So I started calling it cosmic booty.
so Sean started calling it cosmic booty. But somebody actually said that if Leslie don't stop eating those brownies, she's going to be as big as another YouTuber. However, the YouTuber that said this is a very, like, much bigger than me.
Yeah, and just her butt grows.
And yeah, like my stomach don't really grow that much, just my butt. Thank you, Jesus. I mean,
And I think
cosmic brownies, or they're the brown brownies with the
everybody trying to figure out
colorful
what they are
little gosh, look up a
now. They
cosmic
got
brownie
little
here.
like sprinkles on them, like
Yeah.
candy sprinkles.
Candy sprinkles.
Yeah, so
They are so good. I literally was eating like a box a day, and somebody was like, well, I'm not gonna say who it says because I don't want to cause trouble or whatever. But the person that said it is a bigger person. And she said if Leslie keeps eating those cosmic brownies, she's going to be as big as so-and-so. And the person she said I was going to be as big as, I think she's bigger than that person, honestly.
I think it's funny how everybody's like, what are those? Where
I
can I
can't
get
even
them?
spell cosmic brownie. Hold on.
Everybody wants a bigger butt.
Promise you, my butt exploded. Wait, no, I don't want to say that. It didn't explode like.
No, it didn't explode. It just got bigger.
It just got bigger.
Saying your butt exploded is not really a good way of putting it.
These are cosmic brownies, and they are so good.
Made her butt explode.
My butt exploded in like a month. Like my pants, like I can't, like a lot of my pants, and I just made the fart noise.
What is wrong with you?
My butt exploded. I didn't mean to do that.
Something's wrong
like,
with you.
But it's like
Oh my
confetti or
God.
whatever. I really didn't mean to make the fart noise. I was just like, and I'm in like a month, like my butt got big, like I couldn't button my pants, and it wasn't from my belly, it was from my butt. Exploding. Anyways, buy you some cosmic brownie, explode your butt.
Dang, this should be a commercial.
I need to do yes, I need to do commercials for cosmic brownies. I wish they would sponsor me. See, that's me. That's me. I told Sean, I was like, man, because of this quarantine, like, I put on some weight in the back end. You know what I'm saying? Not so much on the front end, a little bit. I put in a little bit of weight on the front end. So, we've been exercising and working out. And today, for lunch, I had a salad, a shrimp salad. No more Little Debbie's for right now until I get my 6-pack. And then I'm going to be on here in a bathing suit, and I'm going to be like, bam, so-and-so who said I was going to get fat. And big people are pretty anyways. I mean, the person that said it is a big person. They call him weight gain COVID-5. They definitely need to name what's going on with people, how people's putting on weight after COVID for sure. Please sell it. Leslie's Exploding Cosmic Booty Brownies. Please sell these. Yes. Oh, yes. My shrimp salad was really good. Caden had some of it. I'm going to make merch that says Cosmic Booty. I got that Cosmic Booty. Homegirl got that Cosmic Booty. It's coded for the freshman 15. The COVID-19. Ow, that light just blinded the crap out of me. Okay. I really need to get off this time because we've been on for a long time. Big Debbie be your sales rep. Big Debbie be your sales rep. Oh my goodness. I'm naturally super tiny. I'm 5'2", 103. Yep. I try so hard to gain weight. The only weight I ever put on is in the booty. Unbelievable moments. Literally, this is the first time I've ever gained weight in my stomach outside of being pregnant. I used to try to put on weight too because I hated being, and I don't say this to like try to say like, oh, I'm always skinny. Like really, when I was younger, I tried to put on weight because I felt like I had the body of a 12-year-old boy. Like no boobs, no butt, just stick figure, you know? So like I literally never was able to gain weight unless I was pregnant. Now I'm like my butt's bigger than ever. My boobs are bigger than ever. My thighs are bigger than it, which I like it. I like it. I'm a fan, like for sure. Now my belly's grown a little, so I gotta get that tucked back in. But I think it was like a thyroid. Like I went to the doctor one time and they told me what was the thyroid like, but I didn't get put on medicine for it. It wasn't like extremely. I got a high metabolism for one.
Yeah, she can eat whatever.
Most of the time I can eat whatever and like nothing happened. This is the first time that it's like.
It's still ridiculous though. She can eat like 5 crates of cosmic brownies and gain like 2 pounds in her butt.
1 pound each cheek.
I eat like 1 cosmic brownie and I gain 1 pound.
Okay, really got to get off here. This was a super long thing. Thank you to everybody that's still hanging on with me. I really do appreciate you guys. So we are not friends. That's what I heard. Who? I'm your friend. Okay, I'm gonna get off. Thank you to everyone to hopped on tonight. I really enjoyed the chat. Yeah, I move a lot with the kids. Make sure if you haven't given this video a thumbs up. Oh, Sean got the cosmic booty too. You guys should see his booty. He got it. He got a good booty for a man. I really have to get off anyways. I'll probably stay and chat with you guys for a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and shut it off. Thank you to everyone that hopped on. Good night. And I will be putting maybe 2 videos out tomorrow. Is that you? Maybe 2 videos out tomorrow. So make sure you you watch those videos. Give them a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.